long time.
What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. It's members night. I'm glad to join you tonight. I got Voltaire. The members link is in the community section. I really appreciate you, members. If you are new to the channel, please thumbs up this video. Help us become a bigger channel. Compete with the big boys, the John Campias, and the big girl, Grace Randolph. I want to compete with Grace. This night, members night, is dedicated to my members. You really help the show. You're the most consistent thing on the channel, for support. I appreciate super chats and everything everyone does, but it really helps the show going and helps me a lot. And I appreciate it, and I do put it back into the channel. We also support other content creators with, StreamYard access, and that's all thanks to you. So we have Star Wars to talk about.
Ooh.
We have Star Wars to talk about because I'm not going to rack my brain about other things to talk about. It's popping to talk about Star Wars again. And you know what? Oh, here we go. Listen, Gatekeeper. Yes, I should read more. That doesn't mean I can't criticize the movie or like the movie just because I haven't read Watchmen, even though I've seen Zack Snyder's movie multiple times.
It's an easy read.
Stop being a gatekeeper, though. But you don't necessarily have to, fake nerd if you don't read it.
Hi, Rhea.
Yeah.
And Batman Year One is terrific, by the way. But these are easy reads. But yeah, I get it.
I should. But still, that's not fair to say you're a fake nerd or, you can't comment on it because you didn't. No, that's gatekeeping. Here's my cousin. Hey, I need to get you on Xbox and have an Xbox party next weekend. Or actually, you need to come over and try out the pool table, ping pong, and air hockey table. Max will never read. He barely does. I read every night. Oh, wow. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yay, Ray.
Really appreciate the support. Let me see on YouTube. And I have a topic first too. Let me see who got the.
Hi and hello, everybody. It's Sunday night.
Yes. We got 10 likes, everyone. So please help us out there. We have 20 people watching. Only half of you've liked the like button. I have some chaos. I've been doing reorganizing my studio / bedroom / office. I accomplish a lot of things in here. I also do a lot of slacking in here too. Sleeping in late. This is a nice bed. Whew. That's one of the best purchases I've
4 a.m. working on that table.
Yeah, and then I crashed today. I slept a long time today, and then I did some errands. I dropped some stuff off at my sister's house. And then I called my mom, and my mom was always like, "Get some. I need this at the store." I'm like, "Okay." And then I went to Aldi's. My wife's having a friend over. She's like, "We need more snacks in the house because we're eating healthy." I'm like, "All right, I'll get a few snacks for when your friend comes over."
What kind of snacks did you pick up?
Like soft pretzels and dip and things like that. Chips and dip. Just not too much because we're eating healthier, but we do need snacks for when we have company over.
Sure.
Okay, so let me get to these memberships here. Thank you, Ray. I really appreciate that. And I'm changing. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so where's the gift? Okay, Isaac, the biggest movie fan, was gifted a membership. That's awesome. Isaac's a great supporter of the show.
Very positive fellow.
Yes. Dewan, Christopher Walken, the Briscoe 1234, and Vincenzo B. Thank you.
Lots of Ninja Watchers. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like the video. Yeah.
Oh, Purpose here. And Sean Hickman has been a member for 23 months.
Whoa, cool.
That's great. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Perp, how's it going? I almost was going to pop in your stream just this like, oh, wrong stream, just like that old gag. I was like, man, I didn't
Yeah, you
do it.
should've.
I didn't do it. We have 27 people watching.
Whoa.
27 people want to talk about Star Wars and all the controversy and every, And
I'm
here's what we'll hold that.
I'm
Wait,
pissed.
what?
I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Past Lives, Zone of Interest didn't win a damn thing in the Golden Globes.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
And I'm pissed.
And I'm pissed.
Did Salt?
She's directing you.
She's
in the
directing me.
background. And I'm pissed. Okay.
And I'm pissed.
I'm sorry. It should be recognized. There's a lot of stuff that goes unrecognized.
Did
And
Salt
you know what?
win
Life's
anything?
not fair. And then Voltaire missed his chance to go, wah!
Yeah, well, it's the Golden.
Aw. So you agree with her? Okay. All right. Well, here is the first topic. I'm gonna bring. Well, we have, we're gonna have other
Wah, the Golden Globes weren't good to me. Wah.
Don't.
He left. He left. Okay, let me bring him back. I'm gonna force. Are you really that upset? Don't be that upset. You can spread the
It's just not
awareness
cool,
by
man.
you
It's just
can,
not cool.
you can spread awareness with telling people. What is it called again?
The Golden Globes?
No, the movie
Past Lives.
Past Lives.
It was amazing.
Sounds
I literally had a spiritual moment with that movie.
Okay. Well, here's my another resolution I have here. I'm just going to change my attitude towards Star Wars and the fandom. At least people are talking about Star Wars, and I'm just going to sit back and laugh at all sides. I'm going to sit back and laugh at all sides.
That's what we do here.
And I'm just going to enjoy the projects as they come out. I also have criticisms of this new female director, not because she's female, just because.
You just said,
and I will say this as a disclaimer, because as soon as you say this, even good friends of mine, like, you don't know what she's accomplished.
Yeah.
She has my utmost respect for the work she's done for women and activism, and the projects and the documentary that she won was really something that needed to be talked about.
What about the other movies she's made?
Regardless, she has my utmost respect.
What movies? Do you mean the other documentaries? She's never made a movie.
No, she's done animated movies.
She's done episodes of
Pakistan,
Ms. Marvel.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she has my utmost respect. But just like any other entertainment hire or any other coach, like on a team, when someone's hired, you could say, "What do you think they're a good fit or not?" And I don't think necessarily she's a good fit right now. And I'm gonna go support
your
the movie.
Star Wars.
No, for Star Wars in general, based on her history. There's not too much into she's got more of a history with documentaries and that type of project. And that I have that respect, and I'm allowed to say that. And
She
it's
did
not
three animated fantasy movies.
3 animated fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did a couple of episodes of Miss Marvel as well, which is what the heck was that?
Whoa, Voltaire.
Someone's trying to contact the dead.
Okay. Well, I honestly didn't know that. Oh, Bruce is here. Okay.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Not only that, it doesn't even matter because you know the movie that I've been raving about, Past Lives.
Yeah.
The director that's technically her first movie. What she did before that, she did The Seagull, Anton Chekhov's The Seagull on The Sims. There's like a live stream of her. That's like her first performance in media, and she went from that to Past Lives. So it's like you never know.
Yes,
You never know
you
what
don't-
this lady.
right, I don't know. She
at the
can
end
She
of
went to an art house film.
She can make the most amazing Star Wars movie ever. But right now, I would like to say, and I did not watch the documentaries yet. That were
Really?
sent to me. No, because it looks like very depressing. And I'm
That's
like,
why
I
it's
know.
Star Wars needs.
It's supposed to make you. It's supposed to make you
I-
uncomfortable.
I know, and it is very
Am I right,
depressing. It
Perp?
needs to be. It needs
Some
to
of the
be talked
greatest
about.
work makes you uncomfortable.
No, but she's
Yes.
done fantasy anime. If you're not into that, look at her fantasy anime.
I will look. I will
She
check
has like
out
a
the
trilogy
fantasy.
out
And
I mean-
she's-
But I'm still allowed to say I don't right now think she's a great fit.
and she
And now
opened
the
the
fantasy animated,
only.
She can make Past Lives.
I would like
Jeez.
to. I like to point out this fact. This is
Yes.
something that I always like to bring up. You know, because like we of course we could say right now from the projects that she's done that we don't. We could say that yes, she doesn't perfectly fit a vision of Star Wars based on the stuff, but like there's always something I always go back to. When Kevin Feige was asked, why did you? We'll have to bring up your favorite person, James Gunn. When people ask Kevin Feige, why did you get James Gunn to get Guardians of the Galaxy? He's never done a project like this before on this scale. And the only thing that Feige said in response was, because a good storyteller is a good storyteller. If she's a good storyteller for the
won
movie
2
that they're
Oscars.
trying to do, if she had a vision, hopefully she pitched a vision of what the Brave movie's going to be, and that's how she got the project. But if she's good enough to tell
Well,
that story,
she's not
then
writing
she's
it.
not. Who's writing it?
Michael Knight.
That's
guy
fine.
with the Peaky
The
Blinders.
writer, it's working from the ground up. She's working with that writer
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
You know, so that's what she means by like building Star Wars. Like she's working with a writer. So even
that's
that,
what I'm
she knows,
saying. If,
she
like,
knows her limitations in terms of that. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to work with this writer. And we're both.
But
gonna come up with
okay,
something.
but
And-
I
and-
all right.
and Dio,
I
to
might
your
be
point,
over.
James Gunn had a better
and-
track record than this woman has.
I might be overly critical
Dude, she
of
won
her,
2 Academy Awards. What are you
but I'm
talking about?
overcritical of
Documentaries.
everyone being hired in Hollywood.
Doesn't matter.
I'm overcritical of everyone.
Okay,
I'm being consistent here.
I know it's documentaries, but do you give the same thing for like music videos and stuff? So like music video directors.
Are
know,
you?
that's-
I know
that's
where you're
something
going.
that-
Zack Snyder. Yeah, you're going to say Zack Snyder.
No,
started
I
out as
would go. I would go
music video
commercials
director.
with Zack Snyder. I thought he did commercials before music videos.
Commercials or
Those don't count either.
music video.
David Lynch
Michael-
does commercials. People do commercials. I mean,
David
it's
Lynch
not-
does
But then-
documentaries too.
But then he did, 300 and things like that. No.
Taika Waititi wasn't a fan of comic books, and he made one of the best Thor movies ever.
Taika Waititi he directed a few things before that.
yeah,
Nothing to
And
that.
I wasn't a fan of him being hired for
Anything
for
to that
Ragnarok
scale?
either. I like Taika Waititi.
And-
No.
like
Anything to that
regardless of
scale?
how I felt about the Thor
Was that
film,
anything to Ragnarok scale? Did he even have a single shootout in one of his movies before?
I
Ragnarok?
said I wasn't
No.
exactly happy that he got Thor either, but then it was really good. I enjoyed Thor
Yeah,
Ragnarok, and then I saw Thor Love and Thunder, and I was like, oh.
I like that one too,
regardless
but,
of how I
yeah,
feel
I
about Taika, I do believe that he's a good
But-
storyteller, and he
but then
did some really good job. He did a really good job with the Mandalorian as well. So it's like he's able to expand his horizons for the stuff that we've known him from before.
This lady also did Mandalorian too. That people keep forgetting. It's not just she got credit for the documentaries, but she's able to tell narrative stories as well. She fits right in with any other Hollywood
Okay.
guy that goes into.
But
doing
I'm
that.
allowed. But okay, all I'm saying is I'm allowed to be, even if my criticism's dumb. I'm just allowed to think that without, jumping the
not
shark
dumb,
and saying
Matt.
No, I'm just gonna
No,
try
you're-
to
saying that, oh man, you can't accept that she's a woman directing. That's nothing to do with it.
I
No,
didn't, I
I'm
didn't
with
mention that
you.
once. It's about her credit, and I understand that that's the argument. It's about what she's done in the past.
Now
I'm saying,
you have more experience actually making things, and your opinion, Perp, is that she's fine for it.
yeah,
more
well,
power to
I haven't
you.
been there for the pitch. I'm assuming
Yeah.
that the pitch,
I-
she has a pitch or she has something with.
I hope they
storytelling.
have a pitch. I hope.
But
they
then
do.
we also
she
get
doesn't
John
have a pitch.
Roca.
Well,
I
you think?
like Roca.
What she got? Let me just say this.
Yeah.
For anyone saying this director, I'm not gonna say her gender. This director isn't right for Star Wars because she's not a fan. I've heard that argument.
Well,
She
that's
doesn't know what she's
everyone
doing.
that's hired for IP. That's always an argument.
There
What
is
gender.
Sometimes you need
there
that
is
type
a
of thing.
team of Star Wars lore to make sure everything lines up. It's not going to be shooting from the hip. It's Star
Okay.
Wars. Come on.
Okay, then why are we just getting a Star Wars movie and they announced all these other projects that never happened?
Because she's fired more people than she's hired. That's why.
I think there's a couple things that are, again, people are going to say it's an excuse, but it's legit. I know Kathleen Kennedy already had the whole stuff happen where she did fire, but then it just so happened the stuff with COVID again affected everyone in Hollywood, and it also affected Star Wars big time.
Yes.
In many ways that not with the virus itself, but look what happened with Gina. You know, like it's just it messed a lot of productions up, messed Kathleen Kennedy up. So I think that behind already having like, okay, she dealt with the Han Solo. What happened after Han Solo? Is there anything was smooth after that, wasn't it?
No.
No.
Okay, so what was the big event? What was the big
No.
what was the big F up after Han Solo, or did COVID hit after Han Solo?
Listen, Kathy Kennedy effed up way before the pandemic.
Do you know what came
project
out after
with Han Solo? I would say with the Han Solo
Do
firing
you know what
after that.
came out? Do you know what came out after Solo?
Rise of Skywalker. Okay, no, that was bad, but that's not. I'm saying like, what's
Just
a
scrap
big mess
the
up is
plan.
replacing the directors in that scale.
And then what happened to Rogue
replacing
Squadron?
Stevie
Where
Weiss,
the movie
David
was-
Benioff,
but
What's
did
that to
Rogue
do with
Squadron-
Rogue Squadron?
That was
Patty
after COVID.
Jenkins.
That's what I'm saying. So there was nothing went wrong until COVID, right?
Oh my God, you're such an apologist. My God,
No, perp.
No,
they
not
scrapped
correct.
COVID had nothing to do with even Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was ready to shoot, and they
Okay.
canceled it, and it had nothing to do with
Well,
the
I'm asking for that
pandemic. It was
information.
because,
That's all I'm saying.
And Boba Fett was supposed to be a movie. Don't forget that they
like,
can't.
if she had an issue, she must check at the last moment. Like, they stopped, they pulled the plug right when they were ready to film Obi-Wan.
Nobody
Like,
wanted to see a
they had
Boba
everything.
Fett movie from
The first
Josh
time,
Trank.
the first time they had Obi-Wan ready to go, they were ready to film, and they stopped and rewrote everything. Like,
Man, because the script was bad.
yeah, okay, that's fine, but someone that knows what they're doing in their job and a leader would have canceled it before that. Yes,
shooting.
instead of wasting money to getting everyone ready, and then you're going to roll the camera, and then oh wait, this isn't what we want. That's not a great leader.
I
I'm sorry.
enjoy Obi-Wan Kenobi, so
I don't know how you could. I would love to hear you defend that one. Go ahead.
It became a series, and people loved
and it became a
right?
huge hit.
Yeah,
correct.
It became the
People
most
loved it.
views. It became a
Some
hit.
people loved it, not everyone.
And by the way, people that hate Mandalorian season 3, it was the most watched streaming show of 2023.
And
That's like saying that the
also,
That's like saying Transformers movies made $1 billion.
Isn't that the
Right.
bad
Also-
thing, DL? What's wrong with that? What's wrong
Also,
with
the
saying that?
Mandalorian
And
was
they're
the
terrible
fourth.
movies.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Also,
No, you're terrible.
Yes,
the
they are.
Mandalorian
You're
was
terrible.
the most
I
fourth
apologize.
highest
You
show
are.
of 2023.
I can't believe.
Mandalorian 3, the season was objectively worse than the first two. I mean, you like
Objectively,
I
get out of
really
here,
enjoyed it.
drinker.
They couldn't do anything.
What is going on right now?
See, this is great. People like to talk
Critical
about
drinker.
Star Wars again. I'm not going to shy
Well,
away
yeah,
from it
but
just because
he's
there's
probably not the one that
controversy
says
in that.
objectively. You're right.
I mean, since when? I mean, you cannot blame Kathleen Kennedy for season 3 because Pedro was shooting
You could
The
blame
Last
her
of
for
Us.
everything.
But The Last of Us,
Just like
he was
when
shooting The
DC
Last
comes
of
out,
Us.
I could blame James Gunn for the quality of the project coming out.
So
But you-
just remember, blame
Pedro-
Max for anything said by his
Well,
audience.
blame the boss for the product. Yes.
He's the head of
Yeah,
the
no, you absolutely could blame me if some panelist goes off hinged or, you know.
That's all the
I
time.
mean,
Really?
Pedro was literally shooting
Really,
The Last
Perv,
of
you hear
Us.
this,
He
Perv?
couldn't do
Fact.
both things at once.
Clip this out, Perp, please.
No.
Yes. That's
I-
past panelists also. Blame Max.
I want difference of opinion here.
No.
So.
But no, but like I mean, season 3 of the movie, I thought it was
But
okay.
then-
It was not terrible. It's just that Pedro
This Ray movie
couldn't
happened.
be like Pedro couldn't be on set. He was
Shut up,
filming The Last of Us.
Dino.
Okay, so is the argument is you guys don't think the Ray movie is going to happen?
I
I'm
think
not-
I think
I
it's
mean-
probably going to happen.
Okay,
I
so
don't
if it's
think
going to
any
happen, what's the
Star Wars
problem?
movies have
I
to
think
be
that's the
like
only
these.
way she'll leave.
Until I see production and trailer, I don't
What?
believe any Star Wars movie.
She
What
said,
are you
I want to
talking
bring
about?
a.
Oh my
No,
god, bro.
I think she'll actually.
I can see the
might leave
thumbnail
after that,
now.
yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy fired finally. I
No,
called
no,
it
no, no,
10
no,
years ago.
no. I think she
Yeah,
won't leave
mhm.
until she accomplished what her main goal was. It wasn't her main goal, to be fair, wasn't I want to make really good Star Wars. I want to make stars, and I want a woman to direct it. She said that years ago. I wouldn't find. I want, and I'm fine with that.
But you don't think she wants that to be good?
I mean, she didn't.
No,
I'm not saying
you
she
don't
wants
think
it
so?
to be bad.
It's
It's
that
not
fact, it's not
intentional.
the fact that she wants
I think she would
a woman
love
to
for it to
direct
be
a good Star
both.
Wars movie. Don't you guys understand? Every director,
All
every
right, let me
filmmaker out
just.
there
I
wants
don't
their
think people
product
make
to be good.
intentionally things bad. No, I don't.
They're all fans of the sequel.
In the
sequel series.
hierarchy
A
of
lot
power
them.
of Kathy's wants, I think that's above the
Blue Jay's
property
just
is
too
her
based
other
right now.
goals. You know. Sorry, go ahead.
So I think that she's going to push this through, but I agree with Dial. Until I see a trailer, it's hard to believe, or I hear that they're actually shooting it. But
I like James Gunn, and I respect Kathy as a producer.
I mean,
You know, Max
no.
he tries to do. You know, I love James Gunn.
I
He's a
do.
piece of shit.
If you hypothetical, no
but
hypotheticals.
that is totally misinterpretation of
Can I
how
play
that
hypotheticals
is
with
You
you?
have.
I never called him a piece of. I said
It's
he
implied.
stretches the truth. He's a bullshitter, but lots of people in Hollywood are.
Max, can I play some hypotheticals with you?
The way Zack Snyder bullshitted his fans for years. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
you don't know that.
I criticize
I'm
that
just making
for
it
the
up.
full
I'm just
circle
making it
announcement.
up.
No, I criticize Zach
I'm
for
pulling
the
a
full
Max.
for the full circle moment where I said he confused people.
Zack Snyder could do no wrong.
To pull
The
a Max,
live stream.
you had to have read a tweet, and then it's like, "Is this true? I don't know." Can I play a hypothetical with you, Max?
Okay.
Okay, let's.
I
say
wanted to
Ray
get to the
movie-
Roca stuff. This was all set up for Roca.
Let's say the Ray movie comes out and you like it.
Yes,
and it's
which is
good.
very possible.
Will you want Kathleen Kennedy back in? It's like, okay, she's
No.
good.
No,
Still
because the majority of the thing was chaos.
Yeah,
even if
let
the
me
movie's
just-
good. So no matter what, so that you do have an anti-Kathleen Kennedy bias.
Based
Wow.
on
From
her
now on.
performance.
From now on,
Can
you
I-
do.
can
Whether
I
or not
just
you think it's
criticize-
legit, it is a bias.
Can I
One
just
great movie does
criticize?
not mean that Kathleen Kennedy is
Go ahead,
automatically
Bruce.
great for the job now.
Can I criticize Max on one thing he said the other night?
You never stop. Why do you ask permission?
You know,
you run this channel.
I run this channel. It's my channel.
I
now.
let lots of people criticize me all the time. Go
No,
ahead.
I just
don't ask
one
for
thing.
you've
one
never asked
thing
permission
that
before.
got lost in the shuffle the other night. During I'm not going to say that. They got lost in the shuffle was you said you're going to go see this to support a woman director.
Yes,
you
because
shouldn't
that's
do
how
that. You
it's so
shouldn't.
far.
You shouldn't. What?
I could do whatever I want.
That's the complete. Yeah, but that's not what the
I'm
message.
not sold on the movie yet.
Messaging.
That's
I'm
not
not
what they're
messaging.
trying to do.
Yet.
That's not what
All
they're trying to
sold
do.
on right
That's
now
what all the grifters say they're trying to do. So it's like,
Listen, I'm not against using your identity to also prop something up too.
Hey,
And
that's
I
based.
do want to support her because she's a woman going to the. I do want to give
That's
all
that's-
women a
That's
chance
true,
to
Brucifer.
get a big
Anyone
blockbuster
can
movie,
enjoy a movie
and
for
that's
whatever
fine
reason.
because I
Yeah.
haven't been sold on the Ray part yet. And that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. But there is going to be used against,
Yes.
But now when I see a trailer, it might be like, oh, I really want to see that Ray story ahead of just going to support. I want to give her a shot. I did give a caveat. If it looks like garbage, I'm not going to go see it. But I doubt that.
Have you
I don't
ever
think
seen
a
Young
trailer's-
Avengers? Young Jedi Adventures?
Yeah, it's for kids.
It's still a Star Wars project.
It is, yeah.
Is it
I
good?
don't
Also,
know.
Yes,
the
it's
Bad
really
Batch.
good. You got Nubs. Just
I mean, it looks fun.
gotta
I
watch
just
it.
never. There's other stuff on my priority list when I'm not
Me,
streaming.
I mean, personally, when it comes to Catherine, I just want to see the next Star Wars movie. That's it. I don't care who directed, who it is.
But I'm
I just wanna see
embracing
it.
the craziness of Star Wars because you know what? What's better is that at least people are talking about Star Wars again.
Can I bring
Although,
up a clip?
That's better than not.
Maybe
At
that's
least
why they do
talk-
the things they do.
You mind if I bring up a clip?
I was gonna bring up a clip. Go ahead. Take it, Zimmerman.
Let's always keep the mantra. It's only a movie.
It's low. The audio is low.
I wanted to.
Into the
Can you
movie
retweet this to
and
me at
you
Twitter?
Capture your childhood. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. Let's all repeat the mantra.
It's the audio.
only a
YouTube
movie.
audio sucks.
That's
though.
Yeah, it does.
This is the this is my pet peeve about nerd debates.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever someone, starts going with, the roles of not the roles of the debate, but going with the debate, going back and forth, and then you can always end the debate. Well, we're talking about space wizards, or this is a kid's movie. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit argument.
Yeah,
That's a cop out.
She only made a documentary. She
I
only
agree
wants
with
to
him
watch for it.
that we
Yes.
shouldn't
That's
we
equally
shouldn't let
bullshit.
it roll our lives.
That's
and things
equally
like that.
bullshit, though.
But that's a cop out for nerd debates.
It's for all those people that are saying they're ruining my childhood. You can't ruin someone's childhood. You just go to your streaming service and watch the original trilogy as they were meant to be. Oh wait, Lucas changed them. They're not the same as the original.
So 31 people only say thanks, cuz. Give thumbs up for my cousin being here supporting the show. I really appreciate it. And hey, text me if you want to come over next weekend. We'll try out the pool table, ping pong, air hockey. I still have some tapes for you as well.
And there are tons of stuff that's going on in Star Wars with the High Republic books, the High Republic comic books. People are loving this stuff.
Great.
So,
what does that have to do with this casting of her? And I think it's not a great fit, but yes.
I said who cast who?
Or hiring this director. What does it have to do with that? That's great. High Republic.
Star Wars fans are receiving multiple things that they can enjoy.
Okay. I could still say I'm not sold on her, directing
Man,
Star Wars
maybe
yet.
the problem was they were going after people that already did the pew 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 thing, and now they're going for someone.
But
fresh.
then we have now we
You guys just want the same thing over and over again.
Right.
And then whenever it goes
Roca.
too
Now
far,
I like Roca. Lots of people in movie talk, when they say the SJW, they always point to Roca. I gotta be fair. He's in my intro. I don't know if he'll let me back on. I had the mask on.
Oh,
He's in the intro. This guy scares the heck out of me. But
I think you burned a lot of bridges, Max.
I did not burn bridges with him. I said I like him. I enjoy his content. I think he's fun, but he kind of goes overboard. I can like him and criticize him, but he goes he jumps the shark and says, "Reach down your pants and see if you have any balls." And I would react to that.
You were reacting to a 30-second clip. You should.
No, we're not. We're gonna react to. I'll react to Star Wars Theory because I don't have the clip on my Twitter.
Who? Oh hell no!
Star Wars Theory
Jesus
reacting
Christ,
to John
bro.
Roca.
Mister, I quit Star Wars. I'll never watch Star Wars again.
Oh, he's a typical YouTube prima donna for sure. He does all the YouTube tricks. Yeah,
bro. All you had to do just go to.
I do. Yes, my respect for making a great fan film, though.
Yeah, he's cringe in a lot of ways. Like he's driving around in his Lamborghini.
There's that word again.
About being sad, and he's sitting in his Lamborghini in his garage and talking about how hard his life is. But the guy knows Star Wars. I mean, that's not disputable.
I always check my pants.
But all you have to do just go to John Roca's channel. Go to his live stream from 3 days ago.
I like Roca.
I don't even know who anyone.
Just go to his channel. I do not want to hear.
Who are these people?
Play the clip, Max. Play the clip.
Who are these people? Who are we talking about?
I don't know. Perp.
He used to be on Collider. You know Collider Movie Talk before it disbanded?
Sure.
Oh, I got a Andy Signal clip after this.
Oh, great! Listen, I don't like. That's in my past. Andy Signal stuff. I don't like things that went down, but you know what? I'm done with. I'm not gonna. If it's his bad takes, that'll criticize. I don't want to go into his whole...
into a 30-second clip. His whatever.
Well, I would like to. I don't know where in the hot mic.
You don't need to watch more, Anthony. Trust me.
The hot mic is an hour. The hot mic is an hour.
He puts the time length on.
Here's my pet peeve too. We don't have the whole context. Yeah, with context would be better. But it's not all.
Context doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, context doesn't matter. That's what you said.
When he says you don't have the balls, how do we need more context? Okay, I'll look up the hot mic. Oh my god, to find the whole. I don't want to watch.
Play this clip. Play this clip, and then see if they still say that you need context. Just play the clip.
What are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about at all.
Theory talks earlier.
Okay, he'll set it up. He does a better setup for a video than I do, Perp. So listen to Star Wars Theory.
Of course, because
How you
has
doing?
more budget.
I was on Theory Talks earlier, which is my like relationship OCD psychology channel, which actually
Oh,
just
hell
had an
no, I'm
interview.
good. I
with
do not
Sadie
want
and
any
Mike.
advice from you.
This guy giving relationship advice. Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, there's a
Yeah.
market for that. He's got a channel for everything. What?
It's not grifting.
I mean, is it great? Wait, maybe he thinks he's being genuine. I don't want to judge him on that.
He's moving into the red pill stuff a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, when you got yellow flash guy right there making a comment on your video, you know there's something wrong.
Well,
just play the clip,
I don't
Max.
like. I
Jesus.
don't like yellow flash either. Okay.
I don't. Freaking that. Oh god.
Yeah, Con, we had a podcast episode together, so you can check that out.
You know,
Probably be released tomorrow or
This
so.
is next level. We're reacting to reacting.
Why?
Why not? Because it's a slow news day. God.
And it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. I'm not going to do this all the
You're
time.
fun,
again.
Voltaire.
I'm not
Thank
going to
you.
because this is what
Okay,
people are
Andy
talking
Fats,
about
what's up,
online. Why am I going to stray away from talking it? I can handle it. Anyone don't get all too emotional about it. Like there's going to be different.
Too late,
sizes
Max.
of- Too late.
Yeah, don't get emotional.
What Golden
Herb, let's
Globe did he
let's do
lose?
I'm pissed.
Herb, let's do a reaction stream to Max reacting to this guy reacting to that guy.
I can't
Go
believe
ahead.
Max agrees with this guy.
I
Yeah.
don't. Well,
Yeah, he
I
does.
First past
well,
lives, now this.
I kind of.
You're gonna do this to me, Max?
Let me see his react. I didn't watch the whole thing. Let me see his reaction.
So, just going to be editing a little bit of it and then
No
releasing all the
violence
clips
and
on
to be
Theory Talks
1986.
YT on TikTok. And
Violence is
you
never
can
the
check out all the clips.
Look at how he's
highlighted
touching
there.
his chin. That means
Also
he's
going to be
thinking about what
releasing
he's
a
talking
new saber for you guys, which will be my most
New saber?
affordable one.
New
In
saber?
Sabers.
Saber.
Wow, he's a
Like
he's
a
gonna be a
lightsaber?
billionaire.
He's
the
already a
next
million.
billionaire. He's gonna
He
make
owns
it.
a Lambo, bro.
Talks about
A
Star Wars.
Lambo. Wow, he's
He's-
selling
he's
lightsabers.
jacked,
and
too.
relationship. Okay,
Give him some credit.
probably about maybe a week or so. So make sure you stay tuned to
I'm gonna
Theory
throunce my
Sabers on
my
Instagram.
advice.
Theory
to-
And
What are those
don't miss anything
guns?
else. So yeah, as I was saying, I was on Theory Talks, and you guys were talking about how there are a lot of people that are making a massive deal over what
Yeah.
Charmin Obaid Chinoy said regarding the Rey movie,
Yeah, Max.
about how she thinks it's time a woman were to shape the Star Wars galaxy. And of course, this is causing a massive uproar. I think I was one of the
Because
first
there's
people to
many
actually
women
talk
in
about it and cover it on the
No, you're doing the exact same thing Roka's doing. There's some people like that.
Yeah.
That say there's too many women in it.
No, because people are saying no, because there's already women that have done it, and then they mention
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas
There has-
Howard and blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
The head of the studio is a woman. I mean,
Yeah,
That's not what the announcement was. It was.
but that's
she's
doesn't
the
mean she
first
shapes
woman
the
to direct.
Star Wars.
she shapes all of Star Wars. Trust me. Her.
Why should I trust you?
all
Explain.
over.
Give me your credentials of that. Why should I trust you?
Yeah, so does Kevin Feige shape Marvel?
Yeah,
So why doesn't Kathleen Kennedy shape Star Wars?
because it's
Where's
different.
Kevin
She's just an
Kennedy?
executive.
Where's Kevin
Isn't
Feige?
Kevin Feige an executive?
Yeah, but he
you.
does he works with the writers too. He hires all that. Kathleen Kennedy has a whole team of like lore people and all that, and
That she
creative
hires and she's
executives.
responsible for the
Oh.
creative.
So you're
too.
discounting her power compared to Feige. That's sexist. I think she does just as much as Feige.
I think it's different. I think they work differently. A lot of executives.
What's your
work
evidence
differently.
for that?
Yes,
Honestly.
where's the Carfax?
The fact that she in the Lucasfilms that they put out who runs story stuff and who does this and who does that.
They
I
just
don't know if Marvel does that. And if they do, then yeah, maybe Kevin Feige is in a position now where he's
No, Marvel doesn't do that.
No,
They
he's just
they're gonna
both. He's
start
just
doing it
in
with
charge of both
showrunners
studios,
and all
yeah,
that.
He's just both.
Yeah.
Both just run studios and that's it.
we saw that. We were on a stream looking at
Mhm.
the sort of bridge of ladders of power and all that stuff, and each one had their own title and stuff of who's in charge of what.
Everybody has their own titles. Yeah, true.
All right, go ahead, play it.
Okay,
Play the
Rhea says, on one hand, I do think
Yes.
it can do a disservice to highlighting her merit as a director, but he keep harping on this isolated that's out of context to the entire interview. You talking about the one where she likes to make men uncomfortable, or the one where she because the whole interview was on the CNN. It was a short interview. It was just about it's a time for a woman for Star Wars. Now people are taking the I like to make men uncomfortable out of context from years ago. I do know that. It's still not even with the context though. That's still not great to hear.
About making men uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean that certain situation about the movie. Yeah.
Do you guys know that
she
Dan
wasn't
O'Bannon?
talking about
Dan,
the movie. She was talking about her work with the whole acid throwing and women being drowned because of honor killings.
Max,
and people looking at blind eyes.
We don't even need to go there because Dan O'Bannon said the exact same thing about Alien. The movie Alien was written literally. He said, "I want to attack men. I like making men feel uncomfortable." Alien was made with that exact same mind frame. No one cares.
And that is a damn.
Ooh, old school mic drop.
You could actually look at the quotes. He says
But
that
she
in
just
interviews.
said it in general though, not just in this. Well, I'll have to see the whole. I will need
In
to see the whole
general, it was about her documentary.
No, but let's say she didn't say it in general. What if she said that with the intent of Star Wars and she goes just like the guy did with Alien?
She wasn't saying based on the documentary this work. She was saying she was laughing about. I really like to.
Could have been joking.
If the movie is great, then I will give.
I do have to see the whole context, but to say it was specifically about that project, we don't know.
It was in 2017.
Yes.
Yeah, he already explained.
It wasn't this year. It wasn't last year.
Yeah.
When she said
It was
that.
like 8 years ago. That like damn.
But she was just laughing. The part I saw, she was laughing, saying, "I really enjoy it." Laughing. So if laughing,
So are you scared? Are you scared of her?
I'm not scared of her. No.
Yeah, Max, you're a scared man. You're a weak man.
I could show you a video of Jamie.
I mean, I'm just
Jamie
saying that's
Foxx
not-
laughing and saying he loves killing white.
I
people.
do want to see the whole context of that one. I do.
I sent you all the links for all the documentaries.
I know the documentaries are a hard watch. I have to be in the right mindset for that.
We know he will never watch those documentaries.
Talking about she loves
I do want to, but I don't want it.
You're kind of proving her point. Like she wants them. She's like the movie makes you uncomfortable. Like you're
she didn't
uncomfortable
say
to
the
watch
movie. Now you're making. See, this is where you're trying to make me look bad. You're saying the movie makes you uncomfortable. She did not say that.
It's okay to be uncomfortable.
She says, I
watching a
like
movie.
to make men uncomfortable and was laughing at it, joking.
The subject
So
matter.
to say that was exactly about this specific documentary, it was more in general in my interpretation. Now I have
You
to
didn't
see the
watch
whole
the
context.
interview.
I have to see.
If she said it laughing, she said it joking. It was during a joke. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. I
God.
do like to make men uncomfortable.
No,
not like that.
No, really?
Oh my God.
My main
I think
concern
it was
is the comment she said about her activist themes in films. That she
Yes.
said sometimes
People
she's
get concerned when there's
sometimes
activists.
she is subtle with her stuff, and sometimes it was in your face. So what I'm concerned about mostly, like whatever with the men comment, whatever. If it turns out to be a great movie, I won't care what she says. But I'm hoping whatever. Hold on a minute. But before, like, I'm just hoping when she makes this Rey movie, whatever themes she's putting in the film is to make the film better, and not that it
Not
doesn't
her
have anything to
activist
do
mind,
with
which is I have
anything to
respect.
do with the stuff.
Yeah, that's a fair concern.
That's not. But her activist work is stopping the killing of women and the trade of women,
and that
then
shouldn't happen.
I don't think she's gonna put that in Star Wars.
Yeah, like
Unless-
come
unless
on,
they-
like
unless-
if you
unless-
really think that.
Let's not even go there. I don't think there's anything wrong if she does. If she decides like Rey, it has to go through some shit where she's getting sold again, and it's like, oh my god, I'm a slave again, all this stuff, and some
You're
asshole
right.
decide to make that political, and it's like, no, that's a freaking movie. It's a movie.
Slave
Of course,
Leia,
that
anyone?
stuff happens, especially
Like
with,
the
with
video,
Rey's
everybody.
background. With Rey's background, that's a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's going to be subjective. I'm not opposed to that either, Perp. Like if that makes it in and it makes sense if
it makes sense in the world of the plot,
If it makes sense in the world, then I'll be fine with it. I'll be fine with it.
Plus,
I'm just-
Yeah, but you know
even-
some assholes won't be, and they'll still say that it's metaphor for what's going on now.
Yeah, like what Degrassi says, not even her script is Damien Lindelof's story and Stephen M. Knight's script. So
Perp, how closely is the director working with the script writers?
I assume they're building it from the ground up. That's
I mean,
Together.
no, it's probably.
Together.
I mean,
that's
Together,
very
right?
close. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, as it's probably the script was probably done a long time ago. It's just probably, 'cause this, you know,
Maybe. But then what are
it
they
was
doing
it
right
was
now?
Demi,
Do they
it
have
was,
a a
Damien.
start date for production?
They say by the end of the year, something like
So
that.
no hard date.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're working on the script.
But we'll probably
She's
get
on-
news
she's on
on
that script right now,
We'll
yeah.
probably get news on it the next couple of months from now.
Probably
She's
probably the
on
end
that
of the
script
year.
right now, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe next year because it doesn't come
Consider
out
the
until
intention to
2026.
make waves in order to generate a conversation amongst demographics that would not be talked about otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get back to this reaction because we only made it a minute in. All right.
The internet as a ridiculous statement that she made, and it's now catching massive wildfire and backlash where even Elon Musk and so many other content creators, so many other high-end people in the world that have nothing to do with Star Wars are even thinking this is absolutely ridiculous. And it's almost like, okay, how much further are we going to keep pushing this narrative? But then, of course, in the inverse, we have people who are now saying that, oh my God, you're not a man if you have a problem with this. So this is something
I
that's
think
catching.
that's too far too. I think that's I think that's too far. I critical of everyone in the entertainment industry being hired. I want her to succeed. I'm going to go support with my ticket. I am interested in her past work, but I am going to check out the fantasy film animation stuff because the other stuff is a really hard watch. I have to be in the right mindset because it is meant to impact your way of thinking and she has my utmost respect for that. Let's hear
Wildfire as well. It's this reaction in regards to her statements, which are ridiculous. And a lot of you guys wanted me to do a reaction on it. So let's go ahead and check it out. See what they have to say.
I swear to God, men, reach down into your pants, find
What do we think of his reaction here? So
Can we finish it? Can we?
Yeah.
your fucking balls and your cock and be okay with it.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, okay.
I actually
be okay with it.
I think
That's
he's
so
being a little
stupid.
ridiculous,
That's so dumb.
maybe he's just maybe he knows.
He's not a loss for
Probably-
words.
I
He's
thi- I
just
think
trying to
he
say
said-
man up.
I think he said more.
Well, he has no
after-
argument.
yeah.
That's what he has. When
think
you
he
go to
said
that,
more after.
I kind of like the reaction now. It's getting him a
He's
lot
a
of
clown.
attention right now. It's a what? What, Voltaire?
he's a clown. He's a clown. When
I
you
don't
re-
think he's a
when you
clown.
resort
He's
to
not-
this
he's not a
about
clown.
comedy,
He's
I
not a
think
clown.
he's going
I don't
overboard
agree
here.
with you, so you have no dick. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Sorry, excuse my French.
Okay.
He already swore the clip, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, we're not. We're probably going to get demonetized tonight. Yeah. This guy gets it, Joseph. This guy gets it. Okay.
That guy gets it.
This is great. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm fine with everything.
Everybody who doesn't like this
Yeah,
director,
reach down and grab it.
everybody
I'm not
who doesn't
gonna
like
reach
the
down
idea
and
of this
grab it.
director
That's what
has
he's
to-
saying. Otherwise,
And be okay. I am okay.
yeah, and be
with
okay
it.
with it.
I am okay with it. It's
okay
happening. I think this is more
Reach
likely
down,
to happen.
grab it,
than
and
the
be
other-
okay with it.
No, let's be real. I think this is more likely to happen than the other
I
Star
like
Wars
his choice of
projects.
words.
I really do because it is Rey, and I think Kathy's going to fast track that. That is something that she's, besides bringing the sequel trilogy back,
How is
established
the
Rey
fast
as
track? How is the fast track if it's coming out in 2026? That's like 2 years from now. It's not fast track. That's not fast track.
Well, I mean, put priority.
It
over
was supposed to
agree.
come out in
I think
2025,
I think
but
it's
the
top
strike
priority.
affected
Yeah,
the
we're
movie.
Now, I
Movie
disagree with
Affected
that
the
too.
That's
I
why
think
don't
I
believe
think
any
there was a
Star
great
Wars happening.
opportunity to bring something else to theaters instead of a sequel trilogy story. Not that I'm against. I know people like the sequel trilogy, but you have this big gap, and the first thing you do is take us right back to the divisive sequel trilogy. And I know people are like, "It made money," and ignore or skate past all the chaos that happened with the sequel trilogy. You know, I think we had a great opportunity to bring some other story there. And then there's some people that don't even hate the sequel trilogy and are like, can we do something else instead of someone that, learned the Force and start teaching other Jedi again? That's as much as we got so far. That's what they did say about the Rey movie. She's going to be teaching, and I'm like, this is repeating again. So there's people that are just critical of that. I think they missed a good opportunity to do something else, but no, we're going back into the Rey. As much as we know about it so far, is that Rey is going to be teaching younglings a next generation where people wanted to see what Luke was doing, and ended up with Kylo, and that it's like it seems like it's going to just repeat again right now.
If the Clone Wars can enhance our experiences on the prequels, I'm sure they could do the same thing with the sequels for people that don't
Yeah,
like it.
like come on, like yeah, like the Clone Wars. There's so many shit to fix the prequel movies. Like, man,
Literally retcon the perception of the prequel movies, where I see them more beloved now than ever. Than before.
Yeah,
that might be part of it. Is that the other stuff?
7
made it
seasons
so
of a
good.
show.
Who here thinks, regardless if you did like or dislike the sequel trilogy, would have been really nice to see some other Star Wars story instead of a Jedi rebuilding the Jedi
You get
Order.
a story in between the
because
sequel and the prequels.
And on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, while I do have a lot of criticisms about the sequel trilogy, I guess I could say I am a fan because I love The Force Awakens. I like The Rise of Skywalker, and Last Jedi is fine. But like, I do want to see other stories in the Star Wars universe. Get away from this timeline because we've been stuck in this
cycle
sandbox for years, and it's like I see stuff like Star Wars Visions, and I see stuff like what we're about to get from the Acolyte, and like that's something very different. So it's like,
Joe, I'm not saying never. I'm saying in between, like to just go right back into it. Like it would have been nice to get a different story. You know, we got Rogue One,
like
in
that High
between,
Republic, like the High Republic era. Like that's what you want.
Yeah, like the Acolyte, but that's on Disney Plus. But you know,
I mean, it wouldn't make
but
sense
at least
to have
it's
a movie
telling
for
a
that one.
yeah, but at least it's like it's telling a different story with different characters from a different timeline.
Yeah,
We don't have to worry about these legacy characters and like, oh, it interferes with this and that. Like, this world should be more expansive than what they're showing us. Like, you know, you should go forward in time or go way back in time where the legacy characters don't even play a factor anymore. Like, tell different
You don't
stories.
think the Rey thing is forward though? Forward enough?
It's still it's forward enough, but
Joe,
once again,
I
the
love
fact
Force
that
Awakens,
the fact
but
that
there's a lot
Rey,
there.
the fact that Rey is still like I said, they can make Rey a better character, absolutely.
Yeah.
But as far as like she is still connected to the Skywalker saga, and I just want them to tell stories that doesn't have to do with the Skywalker saga.
Yeah. And she is now a Skywalker.
Yeah, but the
in
Skywalker
name.
saga, you don't want that because it intertwines with Luke and messes with him. Like it's kind of like the Skywalker saga is kind of done just because she's like the
She
character.
is now. She took the name.
Yeah,
up.
but what does that? What does that mean though? Like in terms of like
she took the name up, and she's building.
But how do you think that would affect
She took the books.
Okay, but how do you think that affects this movie? Like in terms of Skywalker thing, like I don't think that matters anymore.
I think
Rise of Skywalker at the very end of the movie.
I understand that her name is Skywalker. I understand.
Not more
that.
than just her name. She saw Luke and Leia in the desert.
Okay,
it was like an weird acid trip or something.
So this new movie, like, why does this new movie affect like more of the Skywalker saga?
If it's possible that Force Ghost Luke and Leia can show up,
just based on the name that she has the name,
or if she procreates, and or if Force Ghost Luke and Leia are still possible to show up and give her guidance, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
both of those
possible. It's certainly possible they go a different route, but based on what we know so far,
I don't think
and the Rise of Skywalker,
I don't
and
think
how they
you're gonna-
pitched it to us, that seems like
I don't think you're gonna see Leia, but I think you're gonna see maybe Luke, and maybe Kylo to an extent, maybe
Kylo as well.
A Force Ghost, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Skywalker story is still continuing, and I'm like, Skywalker story is still continuing, and I'm like, can we go somewhere else? It was supposed to end here.
Maybe
movies made $1 billion
maybe Disney.
People get hung up on that, but there's it was a big drop from movie to movie. Still, yes, it's still a lot of money.
Yes, the movie's made billions of dollars, but we're now just getting a
this
Star Wars movie made. What the hell?
I know they're giving it time, and that's how they get this one to make $1 billion too.
Okay, so the success there.
This is like so calculated to almost be like perfectly nostalgia for the new age.
You know, it's crazy how Star Wars fans complain about wanting a movie for years, but not also Star Trek fans has never complained about not having a movie in a long time.
No, I don't think Kylo's Force Ghost. Kylo. No, I don't think so.
Adam Driver
I
won't
think
text
Luke-
this thing. Yeah, he'll never.
We say that now. We say that now.
We saying that now, but money talks like he always does. Come on.
All right, I'm doing it right now, senior nerd. Sheesh. Thank God you're not a member, because he'd be on here bossing me around. No, but you're just in the chat bossing me around.
That's crazy.
You don't gotta listen to your chat. It's your channel.
I know. All right, so let's see what else Roka says. I would like to see the whole context of this. Yes.
I had a feeling that he was going to go out in that kind of rhetoric.
We can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars and
Isn't he misrepresenting the argument though? There.
Well, that's what half this panel is doing. The exact same
How
thing.
so?
Because you're saying that the
so?
only reason you have a problem with it is because it's a
I
woman.
never said
director.
that once.
I never said that either.
No, I never. Not you.
When did I say
I'm
that?
not saying anything.
What was my argument actually? Tell me, Voltaire. What has been my argument?
That we're prejudging this woman, even though she has no track record, and we shouldn't do that.
No track record in this genre of filmmaking.
Yeah, that happens all the time in filmmaking.
For this
Because-
kind of
and-
level,
and
of
I think that's where
But
the cross wires. Because when I say that, when I said, "Oh no, that happens all the time,"
So
and you guys assume I'm
you
saying that you were like, "Oh, it's because
So
it's a woman."
Perp has,
But I
has
never
some
say
history.
that. I never jumped to that conclusion.
Perp has some perp. I think what you're saying there is that you feel, as someone that is a creative, that you've seen people have success in other genres and transfer to different genres. And
Other
it shouldn't be an
genres,
issue.
other mediums.
It shouldn't be an issue. As an outsider, I do not create, I do not direct or anything. I think that doesn't translate well, but you that are creative have no issue with that and see it happen all the time, is what you're saying. And we shouldn't be concerned if that's our concern.
Sure.
Is that what you're
For this
saying?
level of IP?
David Fincher went from Madonna music videos to 7.
Okay. Fair enough.
A lot of directors come.
Fair enough.
from
I mean,
doing
I think
music,
that's where we're butting heads the most, Perp, is that yes, I have alarm bells going off based on what she's been prolific with. And you're like, I see this happen all the time where people do music videos, they go back and forth
That
genres.
is
and
also true. The Russo brothers did TV shows.
That's true.
Be-
Russo
before
brothers did
directing,
Arrested Development. Yeah.
And before they became a huge people, and then
And
after that,
To be
I don't know what
fair,
happened
with
to
the
them.
Russo brothers, I do think I don't know what big movie they did before Civil War.
Nothing.
Or Winter Soldier.
Nothing.
They did a one Owen Wilson comedy.
Okay.
Oh, they did it. I never watched that one either. So.
Yeah, I forget what it was
Probably, after that,
I admit to Grossi, that's a point. I said yes, that is a point. Russo brothers didn't have a huge track record before they took on a big property. And they're some of my favorite MCU movies, the Russo brother movies. Now after that, I don't know what happened. Their movies haven't been as good.
Oh yeah, they nothing without them.
And I'll say it again: one of the movies that hit me the hardest of 2023. The filmmaker before that did a live stream of The Sims, a play in The Sims video game before they did a big movie.
All right.
What did I miss?
Well, not a big movie, but
They made a point on me, Bruce, but you can miss it. So it's not worth recapping.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
The Russo brothers.
Even
I agree.
like again, this is all speculative, but even like talking about like, oh, this lady, she did a movie about like slave documentaries. Maybe that's what they're thinking about within the mindset of the Rey character when she was a slave, and she can't let that go because a lot of her movies also have to do with women that have been through some stuff, coming up, persevering, and rising up and like getting jobs, going into society. Maybe that's the angle that Kathleen Kennedy wanted for Rey, and got this perfect filmmaker for that.
And also,
we don't know.
She did two episodes.
Well, I'm saying speculative, like getting this director. If you're saying she's not good for the job, what I'm saying is like for the Rey character, she's actually perfect.
Well, Ray was a slave too.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So
and also
she's done some work with LeBron James about inequality in the NBA.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she also did two episodes. And she also did 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, which everybody likes. I love the show.
And
I don't
Mandalorian.
know
She
on
did
that.
some.
That was great.
She did an episode of Mandalorian, I think. Did she?
No. Deborah
Not
Chow
yet, but
and
she
Bruce-
not
or,
yet, but I'm
Bryce Dallas
pretty sure
Howard.
if they ask her, I'm pretty sure she would do an episode of Mandalorian. They ask any director to direct an episode of Mandalorian.
No, I would be really I'm really looking forward to a new Star Wars film. So that's why I think you're getting a lot of over criticism too of who's getting hired for the next big Star Wars movie, because there's a lot of pressure. It's Star Wars coming back after how many years?
It's not as sexy a hire as Ron Howard.
Oh my God, Ron
That's
Howard.
not a sexy hire at all. Like
Ron Howard was. I was disappointed that we didn't get Lord Miller's cut.
I think Crazy Joe's the only one that was like, yeah.
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, man. Yeah.
No, people didn't like. You shouldn't just say a blanket statement like that either, Joe. I liked Miss Marvel. Some episodes were hit or miss, though. I don't know what she directed. Which episode?
Yeah, that's true.
I would like to actually
Edwards
rewatch
did
her
some movies,
episodes, the ones that she directed, to see.
I
Because
gotta
there's
look
some
up which
really good
episodes she
episodes.
directed.
Well, I will say this. There was a lot of criticism about using her religion and going back to showing those flashbacks of her country. There was a lot of complaints about that. People didn't want to see that.
Maybe she'll do that in Star Wars.
I think those are
flashbacks
the
to-
weakest episodes, but they're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah. Guys, I gotta get going though. I love the conversation. I'll keep listening, but I gotta travel tomorrow. But yeah, I will be with you on.
You're coming to visit me?
No, I gotta do a road trip. I need to leave early so I could be at Brucifer's show tomorrow.
Drive safe.
I can still be on it, right, Brucifer?
Yes, don't forget to send me
two movies
that make men cry.
All right, Past Lives got me crazy, so you can put that one right away, and I'll think of another one.
Just email me, please.
Godzilla minus
All
one.
right, Past Lives. All right, and another
You're
one.
not you're not on my show for a while. You're banned.
Yeah, I know.
No, Max.
Wait. Oh, Max. What'd you do, Max?
I didn't do
Yeah,
nothing.
damn, he banned
I've
you
been
from
an
the
angel.
show. That's crazy.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, chat.
Making
Be good.
statements in your nerd.
Be good.
You know, people dislike it. This is what you're doing. Exactly what Roka's doing.
What?
Just like people hate it because of this. There's lots different people are
I've never
different.
said-
Lots of-
I've never once said it. People
I'm not
hate it.
saying you
just saying-
perp. I'm saying
Oh.
senior nerd.
Oh.
You know, you make
Well, I'm
blanket
sorry, I'm sorry. I
statements all the time, Mac. People are saying, who are these people?
So you're a nerd in the chat right now.
Later.
Joe 2-3 chats up earlier said it. I
Good
mean,
luck,
lots of
Lucifer.
people say it, Brucifer.
No, I'm talking about
No,
Max
no,
in
no,
general,
they
when he says
just-
that statement about everything.
I'm gonna do what you and perp do to me all the time. Give me an exact example.
All
Don't
right,
just
give me a week and I'll compile
No,
an hour
see,
clip.
See, he doesn't have it. See, you don't have it because I'm not
Did you,
like that.
did you say people say? People say? You say it all the time.
No, just saying people don't like Miss Marvel because
It's like me saying
or they
I
don't
heard
like
the-
her nationality.
The streets
is
are saying. The streets are saying.
not everyone.
People are saying.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people are saying. But in this case, he's accurate.
One time out of how many years? Oh,
Mm.
sorry.
A lot.
Yeah.
Let's
Anthony's
watch
been
Rogue.
watching longer than I have, so.
Well, let's finish this because I'm getting this top. This is the reason why I don't like talking about stuff.
Look, we have good
Guys,
people.
buckle up. 18 months of this. This is going to be 18 months of this topic.
No, it's
No,
not
I
going
mean,
to be
be
18
happy
months of
people
this
are talking about
topic.
Star Wars again.
Yeah, well, it's Max's channel, and he likes talking about it.
People get too emotional over. I don't get too emotional.
Really?
I don't get mad talking about it. It's just that
I know in my heart that I want
you know,
everyone.
it's
I love
crazy.
all people of the world. I want everyone to succeed.
I
I respect women. That's why I criticize them too. Just like anyone else that gets hired,
Exactly.
I'm gonna examine it and like this.
What
doesn't
about
seem like a good fit to
Patty
me.
Jenkins?
I said James Gunn
Bro,
didn't seem
her
like a good
career,
fit to me.
career is dead.
And
We
now
don't
I'm
talk about
start my opinion on him's changing slightly. I still think he's a bullshitter online.
What?
And he's
Didn't
and
you
he-
say like an hour ago that you never said
Bro, you
James
just keep
Gunn's
changing your
bullshit?
words every 1
He
hour.
did. Oh my God! Somebody did I? Oh,
Somebody needs to clip this, please.
but
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
people bullshit online. Yeah.
you just denied the fact when I said you said, oh, I really like James Gunn, but he's a bullshitter. I've never said James Gunn is a bullshitter, and here we go, Mac.
No, I didn't say that. You said I hate him or something. No, I don't say that. He stretches the he
I didn't
plays
say hate
games.
him.
He plays games on Twitter. Or not on Twitter, on Threads now, you know. Okay.
You know, you got
Let's get back to Roka.
Max
man,
respects women, but not their.
I said that was a good artist. I
Uh-huh.
took the high road. It said that was an amazing artistic interpretation.
Sure.
And she is not a little girl anymore.
Mm-mm.
So
she wasn't that
She's a
picture.
multi-millionaire right now, so don't worry about her. She's doing just fine.
I did not. No, I said
Okay,
that
let's
was amazing.
just play the clip. Just stop. Just play the
You
clip.
don't.
We're all gonna.
Whoa! How'd that get?
We can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars and live. We're all gonna.
Well, this looks like a good game.
What is this?
I don't know. Hero.
You're a professional YouTuber. You don't have
Survive!
YouTube Premium.
It's like
No, this is my upstairs computer.
Do you have YouTube Premium, Brucifer?
Of course I do. I'm Brucifer.
Oh my god.
Lucifer's made $1 bills, yo.
A funny line guy. I didn't say. I didn't call him a bullshitter. Maybe I misheard Bruce. Maybe I misheard.
Oh my
him.
God! Can you just play? Oh my God, play it.
I swear to God, you guys want to come off like you're tough motherfuckers, and you're a bunch of. Finally, a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature in Star Wars with Rey, with other women leading the way, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. I swear to God.
Right.
Who said that?
What do I subscribe to him?
John Roca.
Did anybody say anything when Patty Jenkins was going to do a Star Wars movie? They did that nice little teaser thing with her. That was great. She didn't come out and say, I'm going to put this in it. I'm going to, she just said, I love doing Air Force stuff or some
It's a tribute to her late,
Yeah,
I
it was
think,
very
father
nice.
or grandfather or something like that.
She was coming off of Wonder Woman. She had a track record.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't,
well,
I
Wonder
didn't
Woman
complain
84 was
about
not
Patty
good, but
Jenkins
yeah, sure.
until I saw Wonder Woman 84.
Before Wonder
and I was
Woman
like,
84.
Oh no,
That was before Wonder Woman 84, though. That
because
teaser.
I was like, yes, give Patty Jenkins whatever money she wants. I loved the first Wonder Woman. I was like, yes, give her Star Wars because of the track record of big blockbuster popcorn movies. I was like,
Yes.
she's going to do amazing thing. And then I saw 84, and that's why I was like, oh God. But then but then she gave the nice little big announcement with her getting in a looking like Tom Cruise getting in a fighter jet and said my family, and I was like, okay, she has family that served. And
Yeah, but I
that's
think that was
kind of-
before 84 came out, even, Max. So there was
I
no.
think she also said last update of the movie. I think it was last year before Wonder Woman 3 got canceled. That she's still talking to.
Really, Larry? You
Lucasfilm
liked
and stuff like
84?
that, so, yeah.
I mean, I think I like it.
Lord God mercy.
I didn't hate
would
it.
watch it over
I like
Shazam
84.
too.
I didn't hate it.
I liked it.
It's not good.
The opening sequence is terrific.
Yeah, it
Pablo
is.
Pascal's really good in it.
Yes.
That's the only good thing in the
I
movie.
didn't like the CGI for
You loved
Cheetah
84
at all.
No, Cheeto.
Yeah, we got good.
I remember I was really into the Snyder fandom then. Like we all actually talked to each other still at that point. Like the people didn't fight yet.
I
And
still
I
talk to
remember
people.
going into Twitter after watching it with my wife, and I was like, "Damn, that was not good for 1984." And everyone at first was like, "What are you talking about?" And then a few days later, like, "Yeah, that's not good."
You
I was
know,
like, I said, "I don't think this is good." Me and my wife tried to watch it, and she was not enjoying it either. She's like, "Oh, this is weird."
Well, your wife must hate women.
No, she loves women.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
How much does she love
See,
women?
that's- I don't know. She's not.
Whoa!
Here. She's not here right now. Should I go and ask her?
Yes, please ask her.
No, it's gonna take you 10 years.
No,
no.
she didn't like Wonder Woman 84, and she had no reason not to. She's like, "Oh, this was a chore to watch."
But I will say this: I seen this argument about Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor and how it wasn't consensual.
It wasn't.
Have you guys
Or
ever
no,
seen?
no,
Have you guys
the guy
ever
that
seen-
he's in his body. The guy that they took over his body. If that scene would have happened to a woman character,
It has.
Oh,
It
you
has.
talking about
It has
the scene?
in the past.
Have you
If it
ever
happened now- if it
seen?
was released
Have you ever seen
now-
Quantum? Have you ever seen Quantum Leap?
I know. I'm saying if it was released
Okay,
now.
just making sure.
If it was released now, there are.
That's
Now
the way
I
it is.
could go along with it just because it's a popcorn movie, but it's very problematic.
I don't think it's problematic.
I
Man,
think
I
it was
don't-
it was
I don't-
very
I don't-
idiotic for Steve Trevor
What?
to take over a guy's body in the first place. That's a really dumb plot point. Why would they do that?
And also Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna say the. Never mind.
None of
I could defend what I want.
all the body swap movies where people take over someone else's body and there's like 80s, 90s movies where they do that, and it's problematic then too.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm not defending that movie. That movie was weird.
I'm sure that was a Snyder.
Oh
edition.
my
Him and his grape fetish.
He does. I will admit it's weird how many storylines that creeps into. It is weird.
I will say,
as a
that's
huge Zack Snyder fan, I'm like, why is this coming up? Because that was in Sucker Punch too.
I will say this about.
I like
he does it because
that whole grape
abuse,
scene, attempted sexual assault scene was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It is
in Rebel Moon.
Yes, it makes people that are LGBTQ look bad, that we're sexual predators or something.
What?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
In the bar.
Oh, the bar.
That one.
Yes.
That one. Oh,
yes.
Okay, I thought you meant the soldiers. I'm like, okay.
No. I'm talking about the bar.
Well, I mean, that's just guys. So that's just more men. Whatever their proclivities are.
That doesn't happen in real life.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, not in the bars I
Well,
go to.
obviously, you should not compare. This is a science fiction film. Why are you comparing this to real life?
This is an
alien. Let's finish
You're
this clip.
looking way too literal into this. Please, play the clip.
Yeah, let's just finish. Yeah.
Right. So this to me screams of insecurity from this gentleman right here. In my opinion, I think if you can take the statements that she made about it's time a woman shaped Star Wars, when we've already had George Lucas shape Star Wars the way it needs to be shaped.
I don't like this comment there. Yes, I think someone else should have the opportunity to. I love George Lucas, but I'm not so stuck in my head as a fanboy that I think he should still shape it. The story he wanted to tell is over.
Bro,
I think it's time for someone else to shape it.
He sold the franchise because the toxic fanboys.
But no, he said the right way. He said the right way there. I don't like
He sold the franchise because he wanted $4 billion.
He did an interview and said that because of the toxic fandom.
Yeah,
he's a liar. He wanted $4 billion.
George Lucas is a liar now.
He wanted $4 billion.
There was a lot. There were a lot of. It's not all. It's not. It's everything could be true. It's not just one thing. He just sold it because the toxic. He actually.
I believe him more.
I followed before I was even in the movie talk. I followed because I've always wanted to see what happened to Luke, because he would hint at it like, maybe I will make a Star Wars, and then he was developing Star Wars TV shows, and he saw how expensive it was.
Well, yeah,
if he put it all, he would have put it all on the line. He could have sank Lucasfilm, give it to someone else that has unlimited. At that time, have unlimited resources.
He showed to WB at the time.
He said that he wanted to make another project, but they didn't have the money for it.
Well, he would have spent all their money, resources, developing everything.
All his money during the prequel era, like he spent the money on the cast.
He actually wanted to. Now, if people say Disney diluted Star Wars, he wanted spin-offs and everything. He did want that.
He did want everything else.
Yeah, he did want solo movies.
But his idea for the sequel movies was weird as hell.
Yeah,
like it was. The script is out there for those movies.
That script he wanted to do was good.
No, I'm good.
Figure drawing. You're one of the people that doesn't give George Lucas, who created the franchise, credit. Yes, I know. Other people helped make Empire better than it could have been without them. But he still had a lot to do with Star Wars being a success.
Sure, he's great at world building, but as far as him writing scripts and writing characters, no, absolutely not.
Have you seen Howard the Duck?
Garbage.
George Lucas was attacked for 20 plus years by his own fans about how he was depicting Star Wars and changing stuff.
Oh my God! Yeah,
there was a lot of continuity problems, but yeah.
They made how many documentaries people made about George Lucas and how bad
he made
the sequels, a prequel trilogy.
A lot. He wanted $4 billion. Oh, he didn't write Howard the Duck, really, or direct it.
No, Kathleen Kennedy did.
You're making a joke.
Okay, so
yes, I am making a joke.
I hope the end result is that get someone fresh with fresh ideas where it doesn't seem derivative, because the whole idea of a Rey movie at this point, no matter who directs it, seems derivative to me until I see because of what they've said so far and where she ends up at the end of Rise of Skywalker. It has nothing to do with who they hired, but yeah, maybe there's something fresh that she's going to do, and honestly. It can't be any worse than whoever wrote the last Rey movies for me personally, because I like the character. I actually really like Rey character. I actually really like Daisy Ridley. I actually like the whole cast of The Force Awakens.
Voltaire, your mic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys.
There's a YouTuber I really don't like, but he put out a short on IG the other day, saying that his takes are horrible. He's saying that, these things aren't for us. At some point, you have to move on and realize that they're trying to bring in new audience. They're trying to bring in younger viewers.
Burn rate. The burn rate's too high on on all this stuff. It's
because George Lucas originally intended for these to be children's movies, but for kids. And now it's all about
for everybody.
But it's turned into fans demanding stuff. We owe this, we owe that. If George Lucas didn't do it right after the prequel trilogy, no one else is going to do it. Luke, Leia, and Han's story is done. It's time to move on from these characters and that era.
Well, we're kind of still continuing a Skywalker.
I know.
She's a name only. I mean, she's, I would have really preferred they'd done something different.
I don't know. They don't move on.
At this point.
They don't move on from Batman. They don't move on from Spider-Man.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Voltaire.
Well, that's the problem with the comics, because the comics have become so dark and not child friendly anymore. They're not. A lot of the comics aren't for children.
70 crowd is dying.
I mean, I argue Revenge of the Sith is not for kids. Empire Strikes Back is not for kids. Like, what is he talking about when he's saying stuff for kids? Even in the Clone Wars that he helped create.
Oh my goodness, you're being a gatekeeper, Joe. There's so many versions of Batman and Superman in the comics. That's why I'll be honest with you. I'll give an honest moment here. I'd give many. Is Batman v Superman? If that was the only film version of Superman, that would be harder for me to take. And why I have such a hard
you seem
time
to take
Luke.
things pretty good.
Well, I have such a hard time with Luke is because that was the main line Luke in the Star Wars movies. Like that's where he started from. Batman, Superman came from the comics first. So this is the main story is in the movies. In that version of Luke, I didn't think they gave enough storytelling to get us to that version of Luke. I wasn't even against that version of Luke. I said my main criticism was I don't think that they gave us the story to get us as the viewer there, where you have the Luke Skywalker who he's called A New Hope in the first one. He has hope that he goes up in Return of the Jedi, throws his lightsaber away, goes to try to redeem his father, go up against the Emperor, and he wasn't afraid of anything because all the hope he had. And then he's also supposed to be at the top of his game, a Jedi Master, and just the thought of his nephew when in Last Jedi, I'm saying, and then in the Last Jedi, okay, he's supposed to be at the top of his game, gone through all those events of the original trilogy, teaching a new generation, and just the thought of his nephew turning dark side had thoughts of striking him down. Where he threw the lightsaber away in the Return of the Jedi. He risked his whole life, everything to bring his father back, who did horrible things. And Kylo didn't do those horrible things yet now there's different interpretation. I actually like the way Rian Johnson did different versions of that scene, but in all the scenes Luke looked bad, and I don't think they brought us there. But that's where I'm like, I'm okay with a different version of Batman and Superman because we've had other versions of Batman and Superman. And this is just another version. And I like gatekeeping the Superman can't be a little bit dark or Batman could be, that's one version that you like, Joe. There's so many versions of DC Comics. Now I should read more of them. I know Bruce is going to say that, but there's so
I
many
didn't say a
versions.
word. I
No,
gave
but
up
there's
on
so
trying to get
many
you to read.
versions of Batman and Superman in the comics that I don't think even you, Joe, should be gatekeeping. Batman can't be dark. Superman can't be dark. Now, I do think that James Gunn's going to go back to the more, because even that goes in cycles. When they did Superman Returns and it was too much of an homage to the original Superman, Christopher Reeves films
It was the
and Richard
continuation
Donner.
of the movie.
Then they actually really wanted Zack Snyder's version of Man of Steel. They were asking for it. Even the public was asking for a different version when it just seemed like another. As much as Superman Returns was like too much of an homage, like the Donner films, but it wasn't even good. It wasn't even that good. Where Force Awakens was an homage to the original Star Wars films, but it was actually really decent. I really like Force Awakens, but that's why I'm more accepting if there's another. This was the mainline Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I went off at a tangent.
Joe,
I don't like saying that they should never be that. I don't like that. I do want when there's I'm more open to a different interpretation when there's so many versions.
He's very open.
I'm very open to different versions of Batman and Superman because we've had so many. How are you going to differentiate it? Otherwise, it's just the Batman was very refreshing to me after seeing the Nolan trilogy.
Was it though?
Yes.
Because it's once again grounded, gritty, dark. Like it's just another. That's why I'm excited for Brave and the Bold because it's not good. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like that. Like we're going to go back to the comic book influence.
How am I gatekeeping? I said I'm open to different interpretations, especially when
that's not gatekeeping. How is that gatekeeping?
Yeah, how is that gatekeeping? What the heck,
Bruce? You think that's gatekeeping when Max is saying?
When the main storyline's over.
Well,
like that's
I agree
why
with anything that goes against Max,
I was maybe overly protective of the Luke character because Luke was one of my favorite characters ever. Marty McFly, Luke Skywalker, What if they made a Back to the Future sequel and Marty's all disgruntled and on an
I
island
would never
somewhere?
watch that. Thank God that would never happen. Oh my
that probably what will happen if they did make a part 4, which is why I'm glad they're
50
not
years,
doing it.
If Robert no, I'm not gonna say it.
When he dies, like they're
gonna because it keeps people. You're assuming that people don't want a different version of Batman, Superman.
What are you talking like?
What do you mean it keeps people out?
Every time there's a new Batman, the audience love it. They go support it. Every time there's a new Superman, except for Returns, they love it. Every time
Man of Steel was a direct response to how people received Superman Returns and just how
and people like it.
Yeah,
and some people like it, some people love it. I enjoy it. I love it. It's the best Superman movie behind Superman 1 and 2. So it's just the way people like different stuff. Like once we get James Gunn Batman, it's gonna be different from Matt Reeves Batman. It's gonna be more comic book. He's gonna have the Bat family around, so and stuff. Maybe Robert Pattinson will have Dick Grayson. Other than that, that's it. And we get an Arkham show that's gonna be about Batman villains we had never seen in live action before, outside of Gotham show. So,
Superman Returns was so fracking good. I don't think it was a horrible movie. It was just boring.
I don't know, Joe.
It was not a dumpster fire. It was just boring to me.
I thought it was poorly written too.
I would say this: the only good parts is Brandon Routh.
Yeah, and he was a good He was a great casting.
He was a good Superman. He was.
Yeah, he was good,
the most exciting part for me was when he saved the plane. That was the best part of the movie.
Yes,
it was really good special effects, but that was it.
And people still can't explain to me why would Superman leave the Earth without telling anybody to see if there's some stupid fragments of Krypton. What the?
Yeah,
what logic is that? What? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and nobody wants to bring this up. That is one of the dumbest
that is
pieces
Bryan
of
Singer.
writing I've ever seen.
That is Bryan Singer logic for you right there.
He's a weird dude.
Oh, the Grassity, I know for sure that Universal could do Back to the Future anytime they want to. I know that for sure. But they not. We'll see if that ever happens. If they do another one, I will see it, depending on who they cast as the new version of those characters.
Yes, it was. Bruce.
Joe,
I don't
you
even
saw-
think you know where. I don't even think you knew where he was, though. Just never mind. Never mind. All right.
Joe,
so what,
you saw Superman return 6 times? God damn. Man.
this was a great conversation. Like, I don't want to be afraid with talking about hot
Joe.
topics because it's gonna be just gonna be upsetting people.
Why, Joe?
Should
why
we
wouldn't he
hear
be,
anything else? I still
That
really
is
like Roca.
stupid.
I think this is entertaining.
No,
for
I
me.
enjoy Roca every time he does his hot mic with what's his name? I forgot. Jeff Snyder. I think they both are great dudes together. They're both funny with each other.
No, but Bruce, you should check him out. He's a good. I like his movie talk. Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
like
is
he does
he is very.
I will say I don't like Jeff Snyder, so I probably won't.
Yeah, Jeff Snyder's.
Well, he has a lot of other shows besides. He only has one show with Jeff
Yeah, he
Snyder.
has only one show, and he does other shows with his friends.
Now, Voltaire's not a fan.
I'm not familiar with his work
because
to be
he told
honest.
everyone
This
to
is
grab their balls.
Yeah,
just
that
to
whole
check.
argument that you're
It is
dick
entertaining though.
or you have a
It
small
is
dick because you don't like this. Like, get out of here.
Well, there's also the argument being called low T because you have a different opinion than someone.
Who said that?
Did I say that once?
Have you seen X today?
No.
It's bad.
Really?
Yeah. With
Is
the
it about
topic,
this?
Yes.
Everyone's talking about this. That's why I'm like, I was thinking about stuff to talk about tonight. Like, what can I do? I'm like, try to find something that no one really wants to talk about, or talk about a topic that is very controversial. And that's where I said I'm just changing my tune. I'm just gonna sit back and laugh. At least people are talking about Star Wars, and that's not all bad.
Yeah.
At least people are talking about Star Wars again.
If Superman wants to explore his roots, what is he going to get from going back to the place where Krypton blew up to see some fragments? Doesn't he already have remains at his Fortress of Solitude? What is he going to accomplish going back there? And if he wants to go there, why does he not tell anybody? Why does he make that a secret? Why does he not announce that to the world that he's going to be gone for a while and he'll be back?
He could have easily told Lois, "Hey, I'm going to Krypton to, something."
Well,
And also,
DL,
this is a continuation of Christopher Reeve Superman, so they wouldn't even. You see, the story just doesn't add up whatsoever.
Well, DL, when's Hot Takes coming back? Now it's 2024. People are asking. There's a big groundswell.
Okay, well, Brucifer Voltaire, availability. What is it? What's your availability?
Tuesday.
My problem is if you're going to do your early shows early for me, I can only do weekends for the most part.
I mean, no, we can still do 10 o'clock if that's what if that's when you're available. We can have it like.
Would 11 Eastern be better, Voltaire?
Well, no, I mean, I could probably do 10 Eastern. I could probably do that. I just have to plan around it.
Okay.
I have to be on a night that I'm not doing curls.
Voltaire has some. It has to be on a night you're not doing what?
Curls for the girls, like a non.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No, there's nothing. That's great. That's a man taking care of his body. That's
He's
great.
holding
I'm
balls?
curling for girl. No.
Oh wow! I didn't even think.
No, I have to. I'm gonna lift some weights tonight, just a little bit. I only do like 15, 20 minutes for now.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. If you can do it at 10 o'clock Eastern, just give me a little bit of notice and I'll work it out.
Let's
I'd be honored.
Possibly we could aim for next Tuesday. Is that okay with everybody?
Day after tomorrow, or you mean the Tuesday after?
I said not this Tuesday coming, the Tuesday after.
The 16th.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That works.
I'm eagerly anticipating that episode.
Before I go,
you're leaving. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I gotta do stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh, why me?
I'm independently wealthy, and it's almost 1:00. When?
Anyway, I want to say, DL, did you see that Aquaman 2 is projected to make 450 to 500 million?
That's great.
Nice.
It did not release in Japan yet. It's releasing this
Really?
weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going
That's-
to make money.
Ooh, it's going
making money.
down. Going
I'm
down.
shocked. I didn't think people worldwide were. I didn't. Maybe the second watch. Maybe things will click for me. But
I think you should watch it again.
No, I'm gonna wait because there's so other. If I could get a chance to go to the movie theaters, the one I want to see is the wrestling one, and then there's a
Iron
whole
Claw.
list of movies.
The Iron
yeah,
Claw?
Iron Claw. Yeah.
Thanks, Larry.
It's made 25 million so far. It's doing good at the box office.
It's funny, ever since they announced that Aquaman is at 334 million worldwide, everyone that was hating on it, really quiet online now.
You know what's crazy? That Aquaman is the only, and outside of Black Adam, there's only the only two successful DCEU movies.
Yeah.
Because also
So, you
crazy.
know,
Also,
not
it's
funny.
crazy that WB didn't
Degrassi
even.
said,
That is funny, Max.
Degrassi said if it makes 400 million, it will get a sequel.
I don't think so. Still, but you know,
I don't think so.
But like, I
You know.
mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that WB marketed the wrong movie. They should have marketed this instead of The Flash.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sorry,
didn't have any marketing behind this, and look
Yeah,
what it did.
whatsoever, bro.
That's insane.
But I'm pretty sure
But The Flash was one of the greatest comic movies ever made,
my
man.
ass. That's just not the greatest of all time. Jesus Christ.
that's what I mean with bullshitting. You know,
Best film since The Dark
That
Knight,
could be-
man.
he could have been genuine, but I kind of think my opinion of his opinion. You know,
But
I think he was,
I mean, also James Gunn didn't say that as well. David Asler, Peter
Yeah, well, it wasn't
Safran.
him. It was like everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
well, he
as
said
well,
something
like,
too that was kind of like.
No, he
far-fetched.
did.
He said that was
yes.
one of his favorites. He did say that
Yeah,
was
he
the
did say
best.
that was favorite, but
I'm not
hold
pulling
on.
up the
Stephen
exact
King.
quote, but yeah.
Stephen King as well, which was weird as fuck when he tweeted that. I was like, what the fuck? So,
What's wrong with Pedro Pascal?
I think he
He hurt his arm because his
yeah,
arm
his
was
arm, something like that.
unless it was for a role or so. I don't know.
That's Reed Richards. No, I'm just kidding.
I enjoyed The Flash because of other things. Like I saw the environment I saw it in was great. One of the best theaters I've ever seen it. I was with. That's the first time I met Bruce, Rhea, and Joe. No, that was the second time I met Joe in real life. Because I had. You're sorry that I met Joe.
I'm joking. I love you, Joe.
Wow.
The first time was he was waiting in line for
Depends.
for signature from Rocky IV, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, that's the first time, and he's like, I got to check you out before you stay on my couch. I'm like, I understand that. So I met him at a convention. Okay. Wonka also, Wonka has legs.
Yeah, Wonka's at 460 or 480, something like that.
Now, if we were talking about $1 billion, I would say definitely Degrassi, but that Aquaman 2 still cost how much to make?
Well, I mean, and then cost.
I mean, that's a success based on where DC was. But do you really? Let's discuss this. This is a good clip out. Even though 400 million is an amazing compared to what the rest of the DCU did, I don't think that greenlights Aquaman 3. I really don't. Unless we're talking about $1 billion. Yeah,
I mean,
the budget was. Go ahead.
It's too like how you say it's gonna break even pretty like if it's 450 when it ends it's breaking even because the budget is 200 and 450 will be the breaking even point for it. So that's good. I mean, if it would have a great marketing, it probably would have done 600 million.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me see the Aquaman 2 budget.
It's 205.
I mean,
yeah.
Sean says, there's ways to get costs down.
Oh, wait,
all
that
kind of
applies to
credits.
all movies, not just
A lot of
Destiny?
movies. A lot of movies. So, but even with that, 400 million worldwide, 205 million. Okay.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, like that's not
That's
that
without
much.
marketing. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking. Well, there wasn't
He
a lot of
really
marketing.
needs to make like around 500 million to break.
Yeah, like just 500 is the like 450 or 500 is the breaking point. So like that's not bad.
As
You know,
Aquaman,
it
I don't know.
has legs. Even here, it's been hitting what 3 to 5 million every day. That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's doing good in legs,
I'm
yeah.
very happy with any
for a
movies
cinema
it's
score
seen.
like it has.
I don't think that they even deserve the what was that, B minus or B?
Yeah, it was a B.
Yeah, like it should have at least got like a B minus or B plus. Like a B is way too brutal. I was like, damn.
When a B is brutal.
But I did
It
not.
is.
I did not love The Flash. That's fake news. I really enjoyed it. There was great humor in it.
Standing ovation. He cried at the end. But he didn't love the
I
movie.
was laughing my ass off at the baby scene. I was like, really? This is what I'm seeing on an IMAX? Like, it was the most beautiful screen I've ever seen. And there's horrible CGI babies falling out of a building. I'm like, what executive let this happen? I don't want babies falling out of a building in my movie. It was so weird. And if they did, and I don't know, and I don't feel comfortable saying I want them to look more accurate to real babies falling out of a building. I just don't want babies falling out of a building or pushed in microwaves. Really weird. Why would you want your popular popcorn flick for families?
And the microwave dinged like it was cooking and it was done.
That was funny.
No, this is like such a bad look
was
for a
funny.
family film, for a family superhero movie.
Did any
I wanted real babies falling.
No, I said I don't want to say that either. I'm just like, they looked horrible, really of nightmares looking babies. And it was it was a weird scene. And then the Flash where it really falls apart for me is just the ending. You know, it was going so good until they get to the scene where him and Batman and Supergirl team up, and then they just keep repeating it, and then they get to the Dark Flash, and then it ends with George Clooney, which I really like that.
Ooh.
But it just I didn't like the overall.
I enjoyed the George Clooney cameo. I was like, okay, that was okay. Yeah. And Ezra Miller with his mother scenes, that was good. Although,
But I laughed out loud. The references to Back to the Future with his friends,
yeah,
or when he loses the power, he loses his flash speed and he starts running around.
Yeah, that was funny. That was also a meta joke.
Ezra had really good timing.
That was also a joke to his running in Justice League and stuff like that. So yeah, that was great to see.
No, there was some really great stuff in there.
The only cameos I didn't like was...
yeah, in Michael Keaton when he's talking about the noodles, when he's making spaghetti and stuff.
And talking about the time travels.
Yeah,
that was good as well. So yeah, I think the Batman stuff in the movies as well. The cameos was okay, except for the Christopher Reeve ones. That's that.
I actually wanted James Gunn to have George Clooney as the Batman for Batman Brave and the Bold.
What the hell?
Yes.
No.
I've liked it. I'm like, that's a perfect thing for James Gunn to make something people don't think they're gonna like popular. I think George Clooney has it in there to be one of the most popular Batman if they did him if had as an older age.
If they did 180, yeah.
If they had him develop the character now as an older Batman, like people always thought of Michael Keaton for Batman Beyond, but I think Clooney could do it too.
No.
Clooney.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Voltaire, are you with me, Anthony? Clooney for Batman Beyond Batman?
Hey, I mean, by the time Michael Keaton's getting up in age, so
yeah,
Clooney wouldn't be that bad for that. Or Ben Affleck as well.
Yeah.
So, let's see. How about Pedro Pascal as older Batman?
Yeah, we need more Pedro Pascal.
Yes, we do, because he's a great actor.
He is a great actor. People get I'll be honest, I think people show their bias against Pedro because of his political stuff on social media, but his acting is on point.
On social media?
Oh, he does a lot of stuff on social media.
He stopped on social media a long time ago.
He slowed down.
He stopped 2 years ago. Like, he's done on social media.
They told him to stop, he stopped.
No,
some other actors.
What about the rumors that he was like the 6th choice for Mr. Fantastic and people just kept turning the role down?
No, he's still the first. No, he's still the lead for that one. We'll see. We'll see.
First choice. You know that, eh? He was the first choice.
We'll see. We will hear about it in the next couple of weeks.
We need a new Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even somebody say the next. We might hear some more news in the next couple of weeks.
Larry says, fun fact, my band Cleric has an album called Retro Casual, and when Keaton said that word in spaghetti sauce, it was like getting a shout out. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I gotta check out your more of your band's music. All right.
You have it on cassette tape, Larry. Is it available on a cassette?
He said he's thinking about that because of my enthusiasm for the physical music cassette tapes. I also got to contact Josh of Dancing with Ghosts. Tell them to put it. Look, you're way too pushy, Senior Nerd. Just play it now. I was just going to play like a few more seconds, see if he says anything else here.
Had women shape Star Wars. I mean, within Star Wars and outside of Star Wars. You want to look at in Star Wars, Leia. You want to go Legends?
Okay.
We can do.
It's just the legend, blah blah blah. Star Wars. Yeah, we know all that.
Not this Star Wars again. Okay. Yeah, Anthony, look how great he looks.
Oh no, he looks great. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, that makes me happy because he hated the role. Like he hated it.
Back
to see him back in, and it was great.
I will say that to look for how popular a character is, always check out cons. If tons of people are cosplaying as that character, they're really popular.
Oh yeah, you see on social media on what character you're right on that one.
So many people cosplay Rey, Miles Morales, Harley Quinn, Batman, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Even
one con I was at, there was like 300 Spider-Men. It was insane. They all took a picture together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Somebody else also like a couple years ago that crazy cosplay of Wanda in Vision. I was like, wow, that was impressive. Like,
good God, the ads on JoeBlow.com. I couldn't even hear you guys. All right, there is actually one more topic while you're here, Bruce. I know you're heading out. Yeah, and it is almost one. Sheesh.
Yeah.
But the Frankenstein movie, there is some news there.
I'm sad
I'm a little disappointed. Yes.
Taking my slides away for tomorrow. Jeez.
What?
You're taking away my news slides for tomorrow.
Oh, you talking about that one tomorrow? Oh.
Yeah. What's that?
Because more than one channel can't cover the same thing. Okay.
No, that's not. No, we can't. No, just
no.
Different takes, different.
I don't know now. Just like I was critical of the. I don't know who I don't know who this actor is.
He's in Euphoria. What? He's also in
I don't know
Saltburn.
Yeah, oh, he is in Saltburn. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Voltaire's favorite movie last year, right?
That's right.
He's such a piece of shit. And what's that show?
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
So he's like he's a trending talent. That
was his father. Oh,
I actually think I saw him on the Golden Globes being interviewed somewhere too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, today. And he also he also say that Superman and he say Superman Legacy was too dark. I was like, how the fuck is like
he said really Degrassi? He said Superman Legacy
because he auditioned for it. And he said, it was too dark for me. I was like, what the like?
Yeah. Too dark, but
the darkest thing out there. Jeez.
Yeah, like
Saltburn bathtub scene isn't dark, really?
Oh my
or
God.
Outside,
I think it's supposed to be sexual, but not.
Or outside on the bench.
Oh, he was. They're saying he was
the first time with the other guy.
Those scenes were dark. They're more sexual.
Oh, really? Crazy.
Sexually dark.
He's
there's a lot of man dick in it. Yeah.
Really. Now I really.
That last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, it's gratuitous, but it's still.
It's not. It wasn't on my radar, but you Voltaire, Perp, and Bruce talked about it, so I might see it. I think
if you have a weak stomach.
Yeah, I do.
No, don't build it up like that. It's not that bad.
Well,
really?
What do we think?
You don't think that scene in the garden?
Don't spoil it. I mean,
under the window.
I understand.
Really?
I understand the scene, but it's part of the dark comedy aspects of the film.
Okay, thanks, Larry. Jacob Belordi, though, Frankenstein is one of my most anticipated because it's Guillermo del Toro coming back to live action. after he's been making lots of projects with Netflix, but he's making another blockbuster movie, and it's more mass market than, let's say, The Shape of Water. Shape of Water was really a good movie, and it won awards, but I don't think I've ever want to watch that again, really.
You know, Shape of Water was good. The subject matter was so dumb, but I enjoyed the movie. That
Yeah,
just
it was well made.
Yeah,
for what it was, and it was, but I like Guillermo del Toro too when he dabbles in really popcorn stuff. Like I really liked First Pacific Rim. I love the Hellboy movies. Yeah, they're a lot of
All
fun.
right, have a good night, guys. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I'll
are
talk
you
to you
gonna
later.
are you gonna shit on Pacific Rim, or did you hate that, or did you like it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really liked the first.
Okay, good.
What about?
Oh no, the second one's not even a movie to talk about.
What about Hellboy 1 and 2?
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah, I love
and
those
Blade
too.
2. Don't forget he
Yes.
did that too. Yeah.
Yes, love that.
So I really love his general audience stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'd like to see a good Frankenstein.
But
movie.
the thing is, I was so sold on Andrew Garfield being in it too.
Because this would be the first time Andrew does something different outside
Yes,
of the stuff that he does.
Yeah. So this was like hearing this
Yeah.
announcement, and I didn't know who he was. It was like a downgrade to me. I was like, oh, who's this guy?
I was like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, I love Andrew Garfield. I would have loved to see him because this would be something different that he never done before.
So why did he?
It is at Netflix. This is Netflix.
Because schedule conflict because of the strike. Yeah, and then I think they start filming the next couple of months. So he has another movie coming up, so he couldn't do both. I don't know, but I'm still gonna see it. I know Guillermo del Toro been wanting to make this for a long time, so and Netflix give it to him. So I think it's gonna be great.
Oh, that sounds great. Rossi. Everyone who read Your Legacy thought they were reading the Major Studios.
When he made that comment that was too dark, when he made that comment when it's too dark for him, I was like, bro, you and Euphoria, how the hell that's too dark? But I was like, okay, sure. You know. But,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. No, I'm very optimistic now about everyone saying he was in a few things. Everyone liked his character's acting ability. So, do you think it's gonna be a good fit for this project now?
I gotta see a
He saw
trailer.
Saltburn, Euphoria.
Let's see.
I
haven't
mean,
seen any of this stuff that he was in.
yeah, like he's good in Euphoria. I saw his new movie, Starburns, but I think he'd be okay. I just want to see the trailer on how he's gonna look like as Frankenstein.
Wait, he's Frankenstein?
I think he is. Does he go Max?
Too
Go
pretty
down.
to be Frankenstein? Is that what you're thinking?
I didn't know what he was gonna
Let me
be.
see who. I think he's playing Frankenstein.
Whatever. They'll have the
A
makeup.
lordy who stands a mighty 6'5". Wow.
No, that's
Seems
helpful.
A clever choice to play as the sympathetic monster.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing Frankenstein. Yeah, monster. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to see how he's gonna look like and how he's gonna be as Frankenstein.
Black
It's gonna
Phone
be-
too. I'm pumped for that. Black Phone was a great movie.
I heard it was. That's Ethan Hawke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So it's gonna. I want to see the first trailer. I want to see behind the scenes. Hopefully we see behind the scenes of this movie. Pictures on set.
Okay.
Although the cast is great.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm still looking forward to it. I'm a huge Andrew Garfield fan.
Yeah, I love him every movie he does. It's unfortunately that he's not this one because this will be very different from him doing other projects. So hopefully one day we see him play another.
Oh, really? Black Phone and Sinister. I didn't hear of Sinister.
That's
interesting.
If that's true,
well,
damn,
I'll
be
save your
surprised.
comment there, and we'll bring that up as the last article after I bring this one up, because people should know that. That's pretty interesting. See, Larry's interested. People should know that. I'll do that as a clip out. But here, Richard Dreyfuss is coming back to a shark movie.
He didn't sound so
Is
good
he?
on that Bill Maher interview. He sounded pretty elderly.
Oh, he was on Bill Maher
on that
Club
Room.
Random.
Club Random, yeah.
I started watching that when I was building my pool table. It's a
I
decent
saw.
show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Richard Dreyfuss was on there. I've heard that Richard Dreyfuss got pretty political himself in his old age.
Yeah, he was saying some weird stuff, but he
yeah.
might have been drunk and high. You know, so.
Yeah. But Into the Deep brings Jaws star Richard Dreyfuss back to the world of shark thrillers. Into the Deep. I hope it is what you would think, like a really cool shark movie. Let me see. I didn't read ahead, obviously. Richard Dreyfuss has been cast in another film that promises to be packed with aquatic thrills. Vigilante Diaries, Christian Sesma's Into the Deep. This one managed to get all the way into post-production before catching the attention at the folks at the Daily Jaws. Scripted by Chad Law and Josh Ridgway, who previously collaborated on the alligator movie The Flood, the Dolph Lundgren action thriller Section 8, the biker werewolf movie Howlers. I haven't heard of that one. And Mystery Miss Willoughby in the Haunted Bookshop Into the Deep has the following synopsis. A group of divers searching for sunken treasure witness the murder of drug dealers by modern-day pirates, but a killer great white is determined to not let any of them escape its waters. That sounds like fun. I would see that. There's going to be modern-day pirates too, and they're all going to be fodder for a giant great white. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
Sure.
I don't. Why would he go do this though? That's weird. Like I'm up for it, but like Richard Dreyfuss isn't in a lot of things right now. Why would he I'm gonna do like a shark movie? I don't know.
Maybe somebody came to him. I don't think people are ringing his phone too much.
I mean, I didn't even think honestly, I didn't even think he wanted to work anymore.
I thought he retired.
I thought he was almost like Pesci, not doing much. Not interested. It's like weird that he would come out to do this because I don't think he's done anything for a while. Has he? Has he been in anything for a while?
Not to my recollection.
I'd have to look at his. I did get Mr. Holland's Opus on VHS. I haven't watched that again. I found it for like 13 cents. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a reasonable price.
Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing this. It struck me as odd as why he's even doing this, honestly. Okay, and then the final topic is Black Phone 2. Let me see this.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. See,
all right, thanks. Thank you, bye. DL. Go subscribe to DL if you haven't. Go support him and look out for hot takes returning.
Approximately 10 days from now.
Possibly.
Well, are you ready for the hot takes that Voltaire's going to lay down?
I hope so. I hope he's bringing the spice.
Well, I'm going to make some people angry.
Are you going to talk about Kathy Kennedy or
no
Star Wars or what?
That's
what
kind of show?
Okay. When's Anthony? What hot takes do you have? You got to?
I'm not the type of hot take person.
Okay.
Nothing.
The worst hot take ever still goes to Blue Jay.
Yeah,
you need a board. The worst hot takes of hot takes.
Listen,
and I
Blue Jay
would nominate Blue Jay to be number one. That was horrible.
Blue Jay presented that like a stand-up comedy act. He had a whole script.
No, I think he was.
I like black humor.
I like black humor, man. It's like what? I've been salty. He even said that as a black man myself. I'm like, what the heck?
Can we nominate? I nominate Blue Jay as the worst.
We should have done a clip out show for best takes of the year and clip that part out. That was just
next end of 2024. It has to happen.
If we have enough hot takes shows to make up that maybe, but
Joe leaves hot takes all over the internet.
Well, that's why it surprised me. The first time he was on the hot take show, he gives such a soft hot take, just a subtle hot take. I'm like, Star Trek 5, like. I mean, okay, hey, I guess.
Should we name our show that, Voltaire? Just the Max and Voltaire show? Max Beats Dead Horse featuring Voltaire?
I like that.
God.
Max Beat a Dead
Horse. I'll take it.
Kathy Kennedy stinks.
Is there actually gonna be a logo of Max like beating the horse? Like
No, don't do that. Then I'll get canceled.
yes, you
I
would.
would
You
never
could
beat
put
a
the
horse.
horse, put my head on it, and then Max just beating it. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh boy.
All right, go get
All
some
right,
rest,
yeah,
DL.
I'll try.
I'm
All right.
kicking you out now. You stayed too long.
Yes, I did.
All right. Thank
Wow.
you. All right, last topic of the night. Man, I'll have to leave Mailbag again.
Oh my God, it's about to be one. Holy shit.
I know. The time got away from me. Yeah, Rhea's supposed to be on there too. She's been busy though herself. There's some really spicy mayonnaise.
I have never tried spicy
Spicy
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise is good.
Never
You ever
tried
have,
it.
It has sriracha mayonnaise. I've had that.
Yes, sriracha mayonnaise. Yeah.
I don't never try. I might have to try it one day. Maybe when I go in a restaurant and eat.
Okay, Black Phone 2 seems like it's becoming a franchise.
Oh, it's going to be a franchise.
Breaking. Hold on here.
Breaking news.
Our pal, friend to all, Degrassi, not this one, says the Black Phone and Sinister are in the same universe. Now, have you, being a fan of the first movie, Voltaire, do you know Sinister?
I don't know that I've seen Sinister. Is that the one where they find the pictures in the attic or something like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
But they're creating a universe. That's very interesting. to
Everybody
fans
wants
of
the
Black Phone.
Conjuring. Everybody wants the Conjuring universe. That's.
Well, yeah. After the Conjuring universe, that was James Wan and Hamada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to emulate.
And
that.
even our pal Larry Quirkwitz was surprised. He's like, "Really?" So, that's cool. But Anthony, did you see Black Phone?
Videos.
I have not. I mean, I heard great things about it.
Okay, I think I have. I really like Ethan Hawke. I'm not like a super Ethan Hawke
I'm
fan,
gonna watch
but
it. I'm gonna check it out maybe tomorrow.
Ethan Hawke was probably one of the best parts of Moon Knight.
Oh,
that
he
show
was,
wasn't great,
100%.
but he did good. He did good.
He's a good actor, and Black Phone is barely a horror movie. It's much more a suspense movie to me than it is a horror movie. It's like not your traditional. Like Max, I think you could handle Black Phone.
Okay, I'll check it out. I think my wife saw it, but I'm like, watch it with me.
Didn't they say that he died? Oh, never mind.
Degrassi says something in a segment of VHS 85 that ties them together. I'm confused. That's another movie? VHS 85?
Probably something in the movie I have not
Reyes
watched.
says, I haven't seen VHS 85. Is that another movie in the same? I don't understand. But I enjoyed Black Phone and loved Sinister. You loved Sinister. I got to watch the trailer. I haven't even heard Sinister.
That's a scary movie for you.
Really? I had no idea they were connected. Love Sinister, but haven't seen Black Phone. Oh wait, he's in both, right?
Yeah, which it can't be the same character. So,
well,
all right.
The Black Phone author Joe Hill suspected there would be a Black Phone 2 as soon as he saw the mask the grabber would be wearing. Back in October, Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions announced that Black Phone 2 will be receiving a theatrical release June 27, 2025. Isn't that before Superman Legacy? That's right.
Superman Legacy is in July.
Yeah. Marking the launch of a sinister new franchise. And it's called Sinister, right? The other movie too.
Yeah.
So soon after it was revealed that the sequel would see the return of Mason Thames, How to Train Your Dragon as Finney Shaw, Madeline McGraw, Secrets of Sulphur Springs as Finney's sister Gwen, Jeremy Davies, Justified as their dad Terrence, and Miguel Mora, whose only previous credit is The Black Phone, as Robin, a friend of Finney's. Oh man, I don't want to get into all that because it's telling me stuff that's going to happen. Okay, well, basically they're making Black Phone 2. I don't want to read too much because I think it's going to spoil some stuff for me. But I think I want to watch this now.
Yeah,
because it is there's lots of horror movies. Listen, I used to wear a mask myself. But there's lots of horror. There's lots of horror movies where the villain, the killer, is wearing a mask. But this it's pretty striking.
I think it's on Peacock. I think I
Yeah.
think it's say Peacock, so I might to check it out there.
Mm-hmm. My friend went to high school with Hawk and said he was always excited about getting to work. We all wear masks.
Oh my God, that's deep.
We all wear masks. Not anymore. 2025. Okay. Well, that's all I have to say about that. I'm debating whether to do the mailbag. I don't want to keep everyone. It is one. Sheesh. And I feel bad. This is supposed to be a member stream. And I didn't even do the members mailbag. I think I got it.
We
Let me see how
do
many's in there.
two. We could do two.
We'll do a few. Okay. Good idea.
a few. We do-
That's
we
why
do a
we
few.
keep it around. He has good ideas. We'll do a little bit, see how it goes. Do a few. All right. Because I don't want to keep neglecting the mailbag. Oh, my wife's calling me. Hold on a second.
Dog, I want to go to sleep. Don't give the dog carrots. Yeah, that is what's going on. Anyway, yeah, for those of you who haven't seen Black Phone, again, it's not really, I barely call it a horror movie. It's really much more a suspense movie. So if you're like me, I don't love a lot of the slashery horror movies. I prefer more the suspense style, and this will be right up your alley.
Don't say stuff like that, Zeno. Too much joking around.
Oh, come on now.
I don't ever want to joke in some, because listen, I think everyone's lost people. I don't want to joke about stuff like that. Okay. All right. Let me get to the mailbag here.
Max, look at all those red tapes on your shelf next to the Spider-Man. I see
Switch games.
Oh, Switch games. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Okay. Cool.
Congratulations, Ray. I saw the pictures you posted.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Cool.
No, not of her fur babies, of her.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I saw the
Buying a
congratulations
house.
were
That's awesome.
on your house and your baby friends.
I got to talk to you, Rational.
Matt Stone and Trey Park. Oh hell, really?
Are they really?
Oh Jesus,
that is shocking. Kathy Kennedy must not like that.
That's gonna be. Oh man, that's gonna be interesting.
She must hate those guys. If she saw that episode, I'm sure somebody at least reported to her what was in it. She must really.
Well, this is a good thing, Anthony. You gave me. I don't have to do a whole mailbag in one episode. I'll keep it around, and then when I finish, I'll post the new one. So I'll try to get one comment from everyone tonight, and then people have multiple comments. We'll do Xeno's first because this is easy. Why must Jacob and CGH torture me with endless amounts of mundane questions? Zeno, I actually wish you would give topics in the mailbag. I appreciate members that do that. And Jacob, CGH, and Mass Vigilante, I really appreciate because they give a lot of topics. We've had some great conversations. Me, Anthony Voltaire, and Bruce, and everyone else on the panel. We've had some really interesting conversations based on topics. That's what it's always meant to be. So I actually wish you would come up with a topic instead of just trolling.
That is a good point.
Because I would have liked to cover your topic, but now it's just why.
Troll.
Yeah, Mass Vigilante says, why not? Exactly. They're exercising their membership. I got to do more things for members. I got to bring back where I do member requested reviews to the theater when I have more time. Yeah, drop a question. Okay. So then we'll go to Jacob here. Jacob McKenzie. Thank you, Jake McKenzie. And he's a big supporter of the mailbag and the channel. Max, thoughts on Christopher Nolan got the idea of ending The Dark Knight Rises from one of his dreams. I first dreamed the end of The Dark Knight. I haven't heard this yet either. First dreamed the end of the Dark Knight trilogy, the idea of somebody taking over Batman and being in the Batcave. Film has a relationship to our dreams that's difficult to articulate, but there's an extrapolation of your experience working things out through your dreams. You're hoping to make connections and find things that are hidden from you while you're living your life or being in the world. I think that's what films do for us. They're very dreamlike experiences. I wish he dreamed a better movie because I love
mean, I do
Christopher
wish that
Nolan.
as well.
But no, that's it. That's cool. I think I like it when artists draw from multiple places.
Yeah. I mean, the ending of the movie with what's the character name? Nolan? John Nolan? Something like that?
Jonathan Nolan?
Jonathan Nolan, whatever it was, yeah, like you should use your real name, Robin. I was like, come on, don't do that. Don't tease fans with that and stuff. But I did like the ending of with Alfred and him and Selena at the table. That was a good ending.
I honestly can't
the
get
movie,
to.
the other
Can I
stuff in
be?
the
Can I
movie,
be
no.
real? That sounds great. It's just I wish, like, I don't even remember the scene that he's referencing here, because I try to watch. I even bought the Blu-ray, and I can't watch Dark Knight Rises. I can't get past the Bane stuff when he's talking. It's so stupid to me. The audio does not work. And to be fair, just like wearing a mask and a helmet when I started my YouTube channel, actually doing it, like all these these shows where people take off the helmet to do scenes. I understand it is so hard to do anything in a helmet.
Oh my god, the girl, Rage's daughter pretended to die. That was terrible.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
the girl died.
But
I think he was talking about,
I can't even get to that point, and then I start thinking about them taking over the city and no one doing anything to try to stop them after Bane and his crew take over the city. And their ultimate end goal is to blow up the city, but they're not going to enact the end goal until Batman comes back. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. They're just waiting around. The only thing that changed for them to activate the bomb was Batman's in town.
Yeah, Batman's in town.
That broke the movie for me. I'm like, this is so stupid. They've
talking
months
about
and months and months waiting him to rebuild his strength and come back. They have a whole end game just to mess with Batman.
And he sat there. Like they sat there, the police.
And ultimately they're going to blow up the city, right? But the only thing that changed, like that movie has so many problems. I'm sorry, Jacob McKenzie. I like people. I like to think that some artist comes from, some things come from, like you don't even realize where all your influences come from. And that's cool.
Yeah, you talking about like the officer and the Batcave at the end of the movie when he finds the Batcave. I remember that scene. Yeah, it's just that movie's all over the place. I know Heath Ledger was supposed to be in it before he passed away. God rest his soul. So yeah, that movie's changed so much because of that. So it's unfortunate. I wish if he would have been alive, I'm pretty sure the movie would have been great.
So we'll do figure drawing is in there too. We'll do one more. We'll do one from Mass Vigilante. I saw one because I wanted to talk about Avatar. Okay. Because I am so hyped for Voltaire. Are you interested in the Avatar live action at all? Or
not particularly. I haven't even seen the last one. So
did you see the animated series?
No, I've never been a big. I haven't even seen the M. Night Shyamalan version. So.
Oh hell no! Don't watch that. Don't want to watch that one.
So I'm actually very intrigued for you to watch it if you would. If you're, I'm not going to force you to, but I think the live action looks really good so far. At least it looks promising, and they are also teaching these young talent martial arts. It looks like from the behind the scenes stuff I've seen. All right. So he says, if you didn't know, the Avatar: The Last Airbender is also getting an animated movie next year. But I was also wondering, do you think that the live action can at least hold a candle to the animated film or the series, you mean, I think? Or do you think that the 2025 Avatar is going to be more hype than the Netflix version? Your thoughts?
Well, I would say this: the 2025 Avatar movies is a continuation of the TV show by the original people and stuff like that. They're all grown up and stuff like that. The live Netflix show is, I think, all the seasons of the show they doing the adapting. So yeah.
All I see. Listen, I think that the live action is gonna, because here's what's happened.
Yeah.
And just to give Voltaire some context, the original showrunners who worked with Shyamalan on the live action that's really hated. People just despise that movie. They were also working on the Netflix, but they left due to creative differences. So everyone's like, oh my God, it's going to be garbage again. Yeah. But then you see the casting of the very talented and represented there. They have a lot of representation in the casting too. They're actually going through martial arts.
Great.
They just look amazing. The images coming out from the show.
They look like the live action counterparts from the TV show, which was great.
So
good details.
Besides the showrunners leaving, it looks really good, at least from what we've seen so far. That doesn't mean it's gonna be good, but it looks good.
And Netflix broke their streak with One Piece. Like One Piece.
I started watching One Piece with my wife. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
I'm having a hard time holding my attention though, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun when I'm watching.
Yeah, like Netflix broke their. Everybody loved the One Piece. It did great in viewership. It's good in the second season. Everybody loved it.
So I really, based on what I've seen, I just think that people that are still concerned, I think that they're just acting on the showrunners leaving for creative differences, and no other reason that because everything I've seen looks really good, and that's one of my most anticipated. I love that series. If anything, I thought Rebel Moon might have a shot to compete with Star Wars after seeing it. There's no competition.
No.
Disney Plus Star Wars is much better than Rebel Moon, and people are going to get upset with me saying that. I really like the Rebel Moon, but there's like even the costuming just doesn't hold a candle to Star Wars costuming.
Yeah, like
it's just not the same experience. There's fun and interesting things in it, but I will say, Avatar, when that came out, the animated series, the first, not the movie, it was like this generation Star Wars. It's that good. The story.
And also, Dave Filoni work on it.
So
like
So if Netflix actually is going to have something on the level of Star Wars, I was hoping Rebel Moon would be it. Unfortunately, it's not. It's still a fun watch, and I enjoy it. This, I think, can compete and surpass Disney Star Wars. Now, that might not be hard for some people. Like, well, that's not a hard task. But I still think it is. To be a franchise as big as Star Wars, I think Avatar, that's how highly regarded I have this series.
Well, look,
and Dave Filoni started there.
Yeah, anything that has that kind of longevity, like I know what it is, I'm aware of it. Obviously, the storytelling must be good in it. So
yes, very good, great action. The elements, air bending, fire bending, water bending, earth bending is on. Really sets up something that's similar to the Force but different and really great visually. Along with martial arts, it's like the bending aspect is more it's right up there with the Force with me in excitement level. Like seeing someone use the Force, truly using their bending. This isn't a spoiler, but just the premise is so there's some people that are born with these abilities to bend water, earth, air, fire, and they come in different tribes of the world. And then the Avatar is a unique. It's like the one that can combine all the bending into one. They have access to all the elements, and that's really cool. So really, I cannot wait to see Avatar. All right, so one more.
I think it dropped next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be.
I'm definitely gonna do a watch party. The only thing I'm struggling with is because me and my wife. That's one of the things we really enjoyed together. Is like, should I do a watch party or watch it first with my wife and do a watch party after? I don't know, because she's going to be excited to see it too. That's something we could watch together for sure. All right, so the last one, I'll go to figure drawing. Let me see. See, he's gatekeeping again. Ask Bruce if you should read the Watchmen graphic novel. He really liked the movie, so stop being a fake nerd and read the comic. Listen, I do need to read more, but that has does not matter if I've read it or not.
I'm telling you, he's not gonna read it. Just give up.
No. I should challenge myself to be a better person. I should start reading more. But the thing is, I love movies and TV shows, and I don't even watch everything I want, and I don't only play all my video games. So I do want to read comics. I still have Cyberfrog that I never read. I still have all these comics that it's just I'm so busy. It's like
You never
having
read
an-
the Cyberfrog you got from?
No,
Man,
I intended
Yes, for the show, and you didn't read his book. Wow.
No, I do want to, even though I don't think he's going to be on the show again. He's not banned or anything. It's just like we've kind of my content's changed. My content's less controversial. And honestly, if I had him on, it would just be me being a fan, and it doesn't really benefit the audience or him really anymore. And you're probably saying something that's going to piss someone off. It's like not worth it. I would love to, if I saw him in person, I'd go shake his hand, buy him a beer or something.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't, and his humor is not, I'm not condemning him or anything. It's just like, dude, like he could have been a lot, he could have gone farther in life, I think, if he wasn't so EVS, if he wasn't so stuck with his type of humor and doing this, internet life. People get obsessed with internet and message boards, and it's not, I guess that's a way you could be.
I gotta tell you, when he reads those articles and he does the voices, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But yeah, isn't he all wrapped up in that anti-Eric July stuff now too?
Yeah, honestly, there's other YouTubers that I still know that are covering that to death, and it's just like when I criticized geeks and gamers in their erotic, I actually thought that I was helping, and I think I was wrong. It was just like I didn't want to criticize people to find someone to criticize. I actually thought they were doing damage to fandom, but it's just people hate on everything now, and I don't like the way Young Rippa goes after Marvel Comics and just makes up and says everything's a token character. I have a real issue with his definition of token, because he blanketly says most characters are, he says all characters are tokens.
All I could think of, Eric, is that he needs to write better stuff if he thinks he's better.
But he's at least doing something, and he's making a lot of money, and he's doing good for his family, and he's not only criticizing. So I don't like the stuff that's been done to him either.
For sure.
Like it's like overly aggressive towards him. But I still wouldn't buy his comic because other comics look interesting to me. The character looks a little generic to me. I would probably rather buy a Marvel or DC or something else. Okay. So what? But you know what? Figure drawing. I think there's certain things that I would want to read. I think I would want to read Watchmen. I might actually take that up. I'll see about that one. And that's where I'll end tonight. I'll get to the rest of Mass Vigilante. What the? Barely reads comics or play video games in the matter. Oh, wow. Mass Vigilante throwing.
That's a hot take. Wow.
And figure drawing agreed with him.
Oh boy, figure drawing. Listen, figure drawing. Rippa has a lot of bad takes, but I don't like.
I've seen him make that take that figure drawing's talk about. He did say something like that, yeah.
But go into the man's like his grandfather's grave and stuff. I'm like, this is too extreme.
What? People went to his granddad's grave
because he was called Isom.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, come on. And then the whole thing, like the whole copyright thing too.
Yeah. Trying to get that lawsuit against him from that church.
People don't intend to violate copyright laws and bring it to their attention for other reasons, not organically. Is like bringing it to I'm sure people brought it to the attention of that church. Like,
yeah, they did.
The church could have been operating on its own, never would have known anything. And Isom could have been.
I wouldn't have cared.
And they're not. It's not like he's trying to make he's trying to make money as a preacher or something. It's totally something different. And Isom is that his grandfather's name, the name of the character, where Isom for the church is an acronym for something else in ministries or something. I don't know. So I just like this. I didn't like all that, you know. Just
Well, I'm glad they
because I
settled
don't-
that. Apparently,
No, and I think people were even criticizing for him for settling it. It seems like they've decided to walk their separate ways. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That both the church and young Ripa have both decided, and he could keep the name Isom. I didn't want him to change the name Isom. That would have been horrible for something that's not even the same type of product. They're doing ministry over here, and he's got a comic book character over here.
Yeah,
I would never want to. I still think the character's generic looking, but I would never want him to have to change Isom's character's name, especially if he named it after his grandfather.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And I think like Dick Masterson's very funny, but he was too much. Like they were just, I don't know who sicked that church on him, but it's just like, get out of here. You know what I mean? People are threatening to report it to the
Just so
IRS.
they could make
Yeah.
money off them also creating a comic. I guess if I'm going to be completely honest, it might be a little bit of fair play because Ripa has made money off of criticizing other people's comics like Marvel and DC, but they went to another level. Whew.
Yeah. You can dislike
figure drawing. That could be true too about him, but that doesn't mean he deserved all that.
Yeah, that was a little much figure drawing. Like, I agree. You can dislike him, but sicking a lawsuit on him, like getting that's just too much. You know?
Like, and then that's another reason that this internet war stuff is way too volatile. I can't take it anymore. My old age. I'm getting, you know how Danny Glover says I'm getting too, or what was that Danny Glover suddenly?
Yeah, it was.
I'm getting too old for this shit. I literally am. I'm getting too old for this. I do not want internet fan flames and all this stuff to be my legacy. Yeah, go to sleep. I do. No, but they attacked him so they could promote their own comic too.
Yeah, that was all a big, grift and all that kind of content grift.
But the extremes that the internet could throw at you, I'm just saying it's not worth it.
No,
in my opinion anymore, it's not. I'm much happier now than I was before, and do something that I could actually, share with my family and friends and meet people, and meeting people and having genuinely a good time and being positive. It holds a special place in my heart, way beyond just shit talking on the internet. It's not. I think there's a much better experience. Like Anthony doesn't want to meet me in real life. I'd like to hang out with Anthony someday, or you, Voltaire. You might not want to meet me in real life either, but who knows?
No, I'd love to.
Yeah,
someday.
Hang out, have a beer. I'd buy you a beer or something if you don't want to be on camera. We'll work it out. That's great. That's much more important to me than getting a one up on someone on a YouTuber.
No, and you know what? There is some truth to what Zeno's saying. His success, because he made so much money. He raised so much money. I really think that did inspire some hate and jealousy, and that's just not a way to live. Everybody,
I'm actually disappointed in EVS going so hard at him too, because I think there's some jealousy there too.
I would think so too.
Yeah,
I was disappointed in EVS about that too.
Oh yeah, Rhea, that comic I retweeted of yours, that looked really cool. Like really interested that I might check it out. Although I got to start reading more comics. And Zeno, people think Zeno's just a troll. No, he goes and supports a lot of stuff. He goes and buys a lot of these comics online where they have indie comic creators. He actually starts, that band that I have on Dancing with Ghosts. He goes and checks out their live streams and checks, he bought a t-shirt. So he's not just a troll. He is a troll, but he's not. He actually likes supporting people, and he kind of gets. And his pet peeve is telling people who he can and can't support. He's like, no, they have something I'm interested in. He actually reads it. So, see,
how are you going to sleep with all those cassette tapes on your bed?
Well, they're not I was reorganizing. You saw this Case Logic. I actually nailed some more on the wall, and I'm on the other side. You can't see it. Oh, you could kind of see it.
Yeah.
So I have it all going down, and then I'm going to organize it so I was actually hammering the nails earlier into the wall, and I really want, the other thing for this is just behind the scenes of the show. I want to do this. This is an old standing desk today when I used to work in my wife's room on her computer, but now I'm going to do that to put the tripod on to do hot take single videos and in front of my nerd shelves, so I do also don't want to just do clip outs and shorts. I want to also do hot takes and release them from video with my microphone. But I just need better lighting too. I'm not, neither does my wife. Thanks, Cal. All right. Well, that's where we'll leave it. Thank you. Cause Callie just started barking too.
Get the carrots.
Yeah.
For
and
sure.
it is 1:30.
Yeah,
So thank you for all the support members. I appreciate it. Thank you, Voltaire, Anthony, staying to the end. And we're going to have some great times here and great content. Lots of good things to look forward to. And there's always retro, a mix of retro and current is what I like. I don't want to just be retro either. There's so much to enjoy out there. Search for it, find it. There's lots of great stuff. So bye, everyone.
Good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. There you go.